All right, here we are, y'all. Here we are, Vikings versus Packers tonight here on the channel. I'm concerned about audio, so tell me if you can hear me in the chat. Tell me if you can hear me in the chat, y'all. That's all right, Danny Manny. What's up, Big Play Slay? Can you guys hear me? Because I'm not getting audio input on my screen. Tell me if you can hear me. Loud and clear? Good deal? I don't know what happened with this computer, but it sure is being ornery. Big Play says, Valhalla, I love you, my man, but I need your Vikings to lose. Go Birds. All right, y'all. So tough night. Looks like the Vikes have like a 5% chance of still making the playoffs. 5%. So there is a chance. There is a chance. Okay, everybody can hear me. That's good. That's good. I don't know what was going on. This computer's like moving slow and it's a brand new computer. Kenan says, I'm scared for the Vikings. Nothing to be scared about, y'all. Obviously, a team that underperformed. But we're going to do this game tonight. We'll do next week's game as well. And I'll root for them to win in both of them. Yeah, I think so, Big Play. I think the only way the Vikings go in is if the Eagles do not. Man, Jamar Chase had himself a game today, though, didn't he, y'all? Of the Bengals, him and Burrow won a lot of fantasy football matchups. Kabeem149, welcome to the Berzerkers. General thoroughly proud. No, Cousins not playing tonight. COVID. I think he sucks, Wolverine fan. I think we should have let the rookie play tonight. Maybe we'll see him. Rob Parson in the house. Now your wife is sick? Oh, man, I hate to hear that, Rob. I'm sorry, man. Glad you're doing better, though. No, Cousins is not playing today. But we got 16 in the chat today. We did an all-day Red Zone stream. And it's cold out here in the tavern. It is cold out here. I should go get a heater. Noah says, we back, baby. It's time to end our playoff hopes because the Eagles won. What's up, Devin? Yeah, Valhalla Tavern stream tonight, y'all. Valhalla Tavern stream. It's cold out here, though. It's friggin' cold. I might run in and get the space heater. What? Rob Parson, Valhalla. Holla to Rob Parsons for that 25 Australian super chat. He says, Happy New Year, my dear friend. May 2022 be better than the last few. I agree with you, Rob. Thank you so much, though, for that super chat. 11 degrees in Lambeau. It's nowhere near 11 here. It's probably about 50. Big Play Slay says, dude, in all honesty, I don't know who's going to win the Super Bowl this year. Yeah, I agree. It's wide open, Big Play Slay. It's wide freaking open. It's wide open. Little Beastie checks in. Says the Vikings still have a chance. There is a chance. There is a chance, y'all. $25 holla, correct. Devin says 50 is not cold. Give me a break. Whatever, dude. I got that Arizona blood. It gets below 60 in Arizona, and we put on parkas. It's going to be tough, y'all. It's almost going to be impossible. I wouldn't be shocked if the Vikings run the ball on every play like the Patriots did earlier in the season. King Yellowman checks back in. He's been drinking all day. Says, don't worry, guys. I haven't passed out yet. Marcus checks in. Says, greetings from Saskatoon. Sorry, the weather is from us. 34 in the chat tonight. Sunday Night Football on the channel. From the Valhalla Tavern. From the Valhalla Tavern, y'all. Got some fireball back there. I've done a couple fireball shots already today. Hey, Valhalla, holla to Wolverine Fan 12 for that 1999 super chat. No message, but thank you so much, sir. Appreciate the support here on the channel. 34 up in here, up in here. Little Beastie says, hey, Valhalla, did you watch the Chiefs game? It was fun to see the Chiefs lose. We watched a lot of that this morning. Christian Sachs says, why don't they use Mond? Good question. Good question. I guess they don't think he's ready. I guess Zimmer doesn't think he's ready. Zimmer always very reluctant to play rookies, y'all. He's always been reluctant to play the rookies. Issa checks in, says, season over. Like I said, it don't matter. I'm going to do it either way. I'll do all the Vikings games just like I have for the past 2 years. So we'll be back next week against the Bears, win or lose. And I'll be rooting for a victory. I'm going to ask the COO if I can get the heater out here. Because it's colder than I thought it was out here. Devin says, I believe. No, if we win, we're still in trouble. The Vikings at the very least have to win both of their last 2 games and get help. They still need help, irregardless, and they have to win both. Former Vikings around the league headed to the playoffs. Daniel Carlson kicked the game winner for the Raiders today. Dennis says, I have inside info that the Vikings will be wearing special long johns called long boats. 38 degrees Celsius? What does that work out to? Yeah, I think we needed a lot of stuff, Devin. It didn't happen. None of it happened. None of it happened. Yeah, I think we're going to get a heavy dose of Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison tonight, along with that rookie. 104 Fahrenheit? Holy crap, Rob. Holy crap. What did y'all think of Antonio Brown today? Literally just said, I'm done with football today. I'm done. I'm going to get half naked and walk off the field. What's up, Jorge Gomez? What's up, buddy? 10 Fahrenheit in Green Bay right now. Jorge checks in and says, let's go Vikings. I think the COO is going to bring me that little space heater. Thielen is out, y'all. Thielen is out for the season, had ankle surgery, out for the rest of the year. All right, we got some heat, y'all. We got some heat. All right, so those of you that missed the fan from the laptop can now listen to the fan from the heater. 49 in the chat. Mr. Thor, the champion, checks in, says he should legally change his name to Antonio Clown. Christian wants Antonio Brown on the Vikings. Mark says just drink some whiskey. All right, let's turn on the game audio here, and you guys tell me if you can hear it okay.
Jump up to the 2 seed, but in order to win that division, they need to beat San Francisco. And by the way, they have lost to San Francisco the last 5 in a row. So let's see if they can.
Yeah.
All right, audio check, y'all.
Has a little bit of an edge on McVay. Yeah, just a little bit. All right, it's time now for the home team picks brought to you by Lowe's. And to start us off, we go to Jack Collinsworth.
All right, here come the picks from everybody on the telecast. Hey, Valhalla, holla, Kendi, Bumama, a $9.99 super chat. He says skull to you, sir, skull. Appreciate the super chat, Kennedy. A $10 Valhalla, holla. Christian had him some of that Budweiser Clamato. Not bad once you get rid of the fizz. I think it's delicious. Sierra says your audio is ahead of mine. Kennedy says I'm a girl, but it's okay. I apologize. I should have known with the I at the end there. But thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much. And welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Listen, the goal today is to get to 7,500 on the channel. 7,500 subscribers. It's a hell of a get if we were to get it. We're about 115 short. Yeah, sorry about that, Kennedy. Skull, says Christian Sack. Should we do a skull chant, y'all? Let's do it.
We're going to start a new retro to the beat of the drum. Hands up!
Hopefully you can hear that.
In Iceland, we have the Vikings war chant, uniting the people of the nation.
It's a battle cry for all Vikings, striking fear into our enemies.
We share this tradition with you.
Our brothers and sisters, the Vikings of Minnesota.
From one Viking to another, it's time to come together.
From one Viking.
From one Viking.
From one Viking to another, skull.
Skull, Vikings. Skull!
We're going to start a new retro.
All right, skull chant action, y'all. Skull chant. All right, it's time. We're going to bring out the defensive gloves. We're going to bring out the defensive gloves for tonight, y'all. We'll be wearing them gloves on defense. Did you guys hear the skull chant okay? I don't know if my audio is set up properly tonight for some reason. No, Green Bay. The game is in Green Bay, Wisconsin at Lambeau Field. Viking Jerome says, let's make some cheese dips out of these mothers. It was good, says Cooper. Right on, y'all. Right on. What are the odds we win, says Mr. Viking. Yeah. You tell me what are the odds that we win. I do know the odds that we're going to be there are 100%. The odds that we are going to be there is 100%. We've got 56 in the house. Share this out on your social media. I don't know if I can get away with Carrie Underwood, but we'll try it. We'll just cut it out. Shout out to your wife, Gail, there, Christian. The over-under is 42. Ralph says tonight's game is too important for the Packers to lose. We got 59 in the house. It's Kerry Underwood is belting Sunday Night Football. I agree, Dalton. Mannion's going to play tonight, Beastie. All right, I forgot to share this out on Twitter, y'all, so I don't know if we're going to get much of a crowd in here, but we'll see. We'll try to get it going. 62 in the house. 7380 is the subscriber count at game time. Lambeau Field is the location for Sunday Night Football. 11 degree is the temperature. It feels like it's 1 degree.
Minnesota Vikings on NBC's Sunday Night Football. Good evening, Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Catherine Tappan. Al Michaels, Michelle Tafoya with you to wrap up the NFL season next weekend. The Packers can wrap up the #1 seed tonight.
So the Packers will wrap up the #1 seed with a victory tonight. Can the Vikings prevent that from happening? What's up, Jacob? Viking Jerome says, Skull to Sam, Roy, Eddie, my homies from Visalia, California.
In the bad timing department, their quarterback Kirk Cousins tested positive for COVID-19 on Friday. He is out tonight. So,
Patriots thinks that Aaron Rodgers is going to retire at the end of the year.
3 games, including tonight. The first 2 didn't matter. Tonight's matters. What should we see?
Last time I saw him throw a pass, it was a
67 in the house.
He's 6'6". He has
67 in the house as Thor's army continues to grow.
Especially when you consider that this offensive line's been a bit of a
Just disgusting. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers being the MVP again.
Superstar to talk about Devontae Adams, and this week Aaron Rodgers said that Devontae was the
Big Play Say says the stakes are high tonight. This game means a lot for the playoffs.
Speaking of the best, John Madden, it's been a wonderful day of remembrance of the great legacy of Madden all across the NFL. And that
You got a Randy Moss card? Cool.
Lambeau Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier this week, the NFL family lost a Hall of Fame coach, broadcaster, and friend for the passing of John Madden. At this time, please stand and join in a moment of silent reflection.
All right, so they're going to do a moment of silence for John Madden.
Impact on football, the NFL, and generations of fans.
Rest in peace to John Madden. I don't know what Zimmer's on, little beastie. I don't know what he's on. All right, so they head to a commercial break. When they get back, we'll probably have the opening kickoff.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by
Viking Jerome says, let's step on Aaron Rodgers' big toe. All right, so our last commercial break. TV2, I got ESPN on. They're showing highlights of all the games today. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase won a lot of fantasy football championships for people today. Yep, rip Betty White as well. Nico says the Rams need the Vikings to beat the Packers to have a chance at winning the wild card. I already got a heater, Rob. Valhalla holla to Rob Parson for that $25 Australian super chat. He says, buy yourself a Tavern heater. I got a heater, buddy. Little space heater. You only need it like 3 times a year, if even that. Little Beastie said, I didn't even start Burrow today. Ouch. Ouch. I've been eliminated in all my leagues, but thank you so much, Rob, for that $25 super chat. There it is on your screen. Appreciate you, my man. Come on, let's just get a win. That's all I care about. Let's get a win. F the playoffs. We're probably not going to make it anyway. Let's just beat these sumbitches. Let's just beat them. Keep up the good work, says Christian. All right, Keen. No more of that Randy Moss card business. We've seen it like 8 times. One of my mods will put you in a little timeout. Emojis loves the Packers checks into the chat. Says, say my name. Rob says, I didn't get to catch up before Christmas. The other 2 guys got theirs. I appreciate it, Rob. That means a lot, dude. I'm glad you're feeling better. Ralph says the Vikings are going to receive the kickoff. I don't know that yet because I'm a little delayed out here. $74 in the chat. 74 up in here, up in here. All right, we're about to get to the game. Remember, I'm delayed, y'all, so don't spoil it in the chat. That's one of our rules. Don't spoil it in the chat. We're a little bit behind.
You've probably heard a lot this week about how John Madden changed football on television. Well, take it from us. It's all true. John pioneered all kinds of innovations when it came to televising the game. But not just the
so John Madden was the coach of the Raiders the day that I became a Vikings fan. His Raiders defeated my Vikings in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 9. No, 11. Super Bowl 11, excuse me.
And remember, he wasn't just our coach.
I don't know what that's short for. It's not Lamborghini, though.
Look, we could talk about Coach forever. How much we loved him. How much we'll miss him. But we know what he'd be saying now. Enough of this.
What's up, Arrowhand? What's up, Arrowhand? Listen, y'all. One of our friends on the channel here, Rocha, lost his mother this weekend. So our thoughts are with him. Also, the coach plays, lost his mother just before Christmas. So a tough couple weeks for some friends here on YouTube. And I'm thinking about both of them.
Off the COVID list, and shortly after arriving at the Vikings facility, he found out he'd be tonight's starting quarterback. Now, Mannion practiced with the starters, and then afterward, he went outside in single-digit temperatures to throw routes, determine what gear he would wear, and even simulate what 3-minute commercial breaks would feel like. The temperature right now is 11 degrees with the wind chill. It feels like 1 degree. This will be...
All right, we got some Viking fans in the stands at Lambeau without their shirts on.
The biggest, Mike.
Yeah, a lot on the line for sure. Vikings must win tonight and then win next Sunday and get some help. For Green Bay, it's all on the line. Number 1 seed with a win. The Vikings won the toss, deferred to the second half.
Devin says Dalvin Cook's going to get a 200-yard game. You ready? I'm ready.
Back to receive. Former Seattle Seahawk signed by the Packers this week. Amari Rodgers.
Yeah, Rocha posted it on his community page today, Rob. He's going to take a little bit of time off.
You want to come through Lambeau for the playoffs? You might have to in the NFC if the Packers win tonight. And off we go from Green Bay.
All right, kicks away and out of the back of the end zone, and the Packers will take over at the 25.
Aaron Rodgers, Butte Community College. Dan Jones, El Paso, Texas. Devontae Adams.
So the Vikings on defense to start the game.
Al
Ohio State, Mercedes Lewis, UCLA, Josh Norman, Virginia Tech, John Rennie, Michigan, Lucas Patrick, Duke University, Royce Newman, Ole Miss, Dennis Kelly, Purdue.
Kelly starts for Billy Turner, missing his third game with a knee injury. He's been changeable on the offensive line all year for Rock.
Yeah, I got you, Rob. Pitch to the right. Jones tries to cut back to the middle, and the Vikings stop him after a short gain.
Yard like Lynch made the tackle. Well,
2-yard gain.
Could be the back-to-back MVP. Here are the numbers to back it up. What a season. Only 4 interceptions in the first 15 games. And the top rating in the National Football League for passers, just under 111.
All right, Rodgers in the shotgun on a 2nd and 8. Thrown to the right, caught by Adams. First down, Green Bay.
First down out of bounds, the 46-yard line.
14-19 remaining in the first quarter.
Watch how long Davante Adams waits to put his hands in the air. Why does he do that? He does that so that the defensive back has no idea when it's coming. Chris Boyd filling in on the outside.
Gerber says, let's go Vikes. I'm ready for some more misery.
That combination is really
Scott Shaw checks in. Run up the middle by Jones. He takes it past midfield. And the Packers have a 2nd and about 3. Scott says, what's up, everyone? How's it going? Jeff, man, work has been busy covering for everyone that caught COVID. 76 in the chat. 2nd and 3 for the Packers. Already past midfield. Ball snapped. Rodgers a crosser. Boom! Incomplete, intended for Aaron Jones on a crosser. And Jones got hit, and he's going to... I thought he was headed for the sidelines. Eric Kendricks in for the hit on the defense.
But early in the game, those low shots and the ball up around your head.
It kind of struggles, Rob. I'm not going to lie. It kind of struggles. There's so much shit they put in the background on these new computers now that runs automatic. It kind of struggles. Rodgers in the shotgun. Empty backfield on 3rd and 3. Back to pass. Going for it on the left side here. Caught by Adams out of bounds at the 15. First down, Green Bay. Packers moving at will against the Vikings.
Well, anytime you end up with Davante Adams inside in the slot, it is just even more difficult because he has all that room to the outside. But watch his hands here. He barely even moves them. See, I mean, there's no way as a defensive back, you're looking right at him, and there's no clue that the ball is coming. So you have to get your head back around to have any chance where they're going to do it all night.
All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for the Packers already. 12:43 remaining in the first quarter. Rodgers in the shotgun, empty backfield, thrown over the middle, incomplete. Incomplete.
As Mike Zimmer. There's a great back and forth with these two guys. The Vikings head coach, of course, longtime defensive star in terms of.
Yeah, if you hear a fan now, it's the heater.
There's a little bit about the sauce when these two guys get together.
Yeah,
Jimmy says we got to hold him to a field goal here.
Point your finger like, okay, I got you. I see you over there. But he always, Zimmer always tries to have something a little different.
Rodgers in the shotgun, running back to his right. Ball snapped, going over the middle. Incomplete, intended for number 81, who dropped it. Hit him in the hands. 3rd and 10.
Cannot throw a ball better than this. I mean, sometimes
Scott Shaw went surfing the other day, said the waves were good.
But that was some play on the part of Aaron Rodgers there. He looked left. Patrick Peterson jumped around and came back and should have had a touchdown pass.
3rd and 10. Rodgers, empty backfield, trips right formation. Vikings dropping back into coverage. Rodgers changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Ball snapped. Thrown underneath. Anthony Barr with the tackle. All right, so that's going to make it 4th down, and the Packers will try to kick a field goal.
Yeah, so we're going to end up with the out of the secondary with the blitz coming here. You just have to play add-on, and you're always going to see.
Rob says, "Don't despair, Viking fans. We have a Super Bowl in our future in 2026." Mason Crosby in for the field goal attempt. From the right hash mark, it'll be a 35-yard attempt. Miss it! Miss it! Kick is up, and it's good. Packers take a 3-0 lead. All right, Sean Mannion coming out on the field for the Vikes. Packers take a 3-0 lead. Oops. All right, so our first commercial break. Packers take the opening possession down the field, 75 yards, well, close, and kick the field goal. 89 in the chat, y'all. 89 in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us here on Valhalla Sports Talk. If you are new and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and turn on those bell notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. We do every Viking game on the channel, and we'll be doing a number of playoff games as we get into the playoffs, whether the Vikings make it or not. Georgie with that $1 Valhalla Holla super sticker with a hot dog on it. Thank you so much, Georgie. Thank you so much. F the Packers, says Dennis Paulson. At least we stopped the touchdown, says Dave. Emoji says, you see those Philly fans falling when the railing gave out? No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that there was an issue there with a railing in Philly today. Devin says, I just want him to win a Super Bowl before I die. I feel you, bro. Dave's wearing his Jared Allen jersey today. Jared Allen, a finalist for the NFL Hall of Fame, announced this week. We just busted 100 in the chat for a second. Cup Day says WFT Stadium is so bad. Adam thinks that JJ is going to have a big game. We'll see. We got Sean Mannion at quarterback tonight. Never thrown an NFL touchdown in his career.
It's 2 degrees right now in Minneapolis. It's 11 degrees here at Lambeau. But it's probably a heck of a lot warmer inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota.
All right, so here we go. Packers lining up to kick this away to the Vikes. Kenny Nwangu, the rookie, back to return it. Already has 2 touchdowns on the season. This is going to be short and returnable. 10, 15, 20, 25 to the 30. And just shy of the 35-yard line, the Vikings take over on offense. It was stuck, y'all. First down, Vikings. Mannion rolls out to his left, throws it. Caught by the tight end, who takes it for a Minnesota Viking first down. All right, the Packers are challenging that last play.
You had the white pants, the white towel, the white glove. And it looks like we'll get an immediate challenge from Matt LaFleur. Not there, not there. Right there. You guys back. So that'll bring it back.
What?
Is challenging the ruling on the field of the previous play that the runner was down by contact. That play is under review.
All right, so I guess they're saying that
it will be less than that after this review.
That he got up from being down and was touched before the first down marker. Glenn Human in the house. What's up, buddy? Yeah, the school chant got stuck, y'all. Noah wants to hear me say intercepted. F the cheeseheads. Adam says, hey, man, I love your videos. What's up, Martin Lasorsa? What's up? Devin says he may challenge it, but it's still a first down. I guess I didn't catch what happened there. I was trying to stop the skull chant video and missed it. Sierra says, my TV is ahead of you now. Let me change the channel back and forth. That sometimes speeds it up a little bit. Thor's doing pretty good. 100 viewers in the chat, y'all. 100 up in here, up in here. We're still showing 7380 on the subscriber count. Let's see what it is for real. Still in a commercial break here. Still in a commercial break. $73.83 is the subscriber count. That's what we started the stream with, y'all. 7383. What's up, Chris? You got somebody about to get a triple-double there, Rob? Youngest ever? Yeah, me too. I'd have rather seen the rookie get a start, too. Let's get back to it.
Back when the runner went down. Therefore, the runner is down by contact at the 45.5-yard line. The play still results in a first down. This is a successful challenge for Green Bay. Please set the game clock to 11:30.
Seems like a weird challenge. It's still a first down.
So cleaning that up, it'll move it back 11 yards, but still the first down for Mannion.
It would be Giddy and LeBron, huh? Dalvin Cook up the middle takes it to midfield.
Minnesota offense.
Sean Mannion, Oregon State. Dalvin Cook, Miami Central High School. CJ Ham, Augustine. Justin Jefferson, LSU. KJ Osborne, KU.
Welcome back. Hit the like button, y'all.
Boise State. Garrett Bradbury, NC State. Olisa Udo, Elon. Brian O'Neill, Pitt.
Biggest name missing.
All right, 2nd and 7 is the down and distance. Vikings down 3-0. Ball handed off to Cook, trying to get the corner on the near side here. And he's going to be out of bounds about 3 yards short of the first. 10:48 clock running in the first quarter.
One of the things about playing this Packers defense is they will play these ends very wide. And, of course, the Vikings, they want to push it to the outside. They want to get all the way outside. That time, Preston Smith unable to contain the edge, and that's going to be a big part of this thing.
Yeah, he's still with the Vikings, Glenn.
Struggle for them against Cleveland.
He's probably the backup tonight, I would imagine. 3rd and 4 is the down and distance. Packers showing blitz. Fake handoff to Cook. Mannion rolls out to the right, throws it. Caught by Conklin. Minnesota Viking. First down, ladies and gentlemen.
Gets out of the pocket and has the Vikings on the move.
Yeah, just a complete drop in coverage. He's going to go across the formation here and don't know exactly what happened. They had man coverage with the corner on the outside, and there just was nobody left on the other side of the field.
All right, so the Vikes making hay, already in field goal range for most teams. A flag on the play. What? That took forever for that penalty to be called. What the fuck?
Mike, what happened was he was there and he was expecting it, and hustle actually cost him the penalty. He's going to have a good block in here.
So they bring it back, y'all. They bring it back and penalize the Vikes. Never saw a flag called. Bullshit. 3rd and 9 now. 3rd and 9 is the down and distance. What? Mannion in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Ball snapped. Mannion with time. Checks it down. It's caught. It's going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards. Vikings will probably go for it here.
Yeah, and as a defensive coordinator by trade, you know that Mike Zimmer has probably his whole life been punt the ball offense, punt the ball in this situation. And yet, as a head coach, you have to...
Yeah, Vikings going to go for it here. Zimmer knows his job is about over.
He's first team all cheerleader when it comes to head coaching. So he's always doing that on the sideline here. When he senses the crowd can give him more. That play stopped for a second here by the officials as they're...
Why are they stopping the play? Let's go. What is going on here?
Looked like one of the officials were sort of bent over out there. I don't know exactly what happened.
Do we have an official timeout?
So stopping the game is Clay Martin, the referee.
Dave Allen, $5 Valhalla. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Where at least temporarily had to work with one fewer officials.
I think they're taking one of the officials off that was injured or not feeling well or something.
They are looking at the umpire, Fred Bryan. And we'll watch Fred when he bends over here as he stopped the clock there. He was in pain, feeling discomfort, and stopped it. And Clay Martin recognized it right away. So the athletic training staff from the home team usually looks after the officials if they are.
So they're going to look at this official. Probably get him another one.
Fred Bryan, the umpire. And he will go into the blue tent to be examined.
Sometimes we all forget that there are actually 3 teams out there on the field, and certainly the well-being of those officials every bit as important as...
Chance of converting for the Vikings here on 4th and 3 is 45% for the run and 45% for the pass. That's pretty interesting.
So you see the numbers here on 4th and 3. And the chances of converting for the Vikings.
Number 64 is an eligible receiver. 64 is eligible.
And Blake Brandon has been in this situation a lot as the extra offensive lineman brought in. So 4th and 3.
All right, 4th and 3 is the down and distance, y'all. Mannion under center. I formation. Handoff to Cook is faked. Mannion rolls out to the right. Throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. No flag, and the Packers will take over.
And on downs, Minnesota will turn it over to Green Bay right around the 45.
Intended for Ham. It would have been short of the first down anyway, I believe. But we head to another commercial. Packers about to have their second offensive possession of the game. What's up, Mike? What's up, man? 128 in the chat, y'all. 128 in the chat as the Vikings are headed for defense again. Dennis says, why not give it to Cook? I don't know, my man. We always bitch when they run all the time. Kellen Mond, please, says Roger. Rob says, the dog catcher, hey, buddy. Mannion is dealing. You just got to catch that. It literally hit him in the hands, y'all. It hit Ham in the hands. Tight coverage. A 128 in the chat. Vikings down 3-0. Packers about to take over possession again. You guys didn't say what you thought of my big Viking wood carving, y'all. That's made out of wood, carved out of a single piece of wood with a chainsaw. Jaylen Brown just scored the 50th point. Something about overtime. Goose Sports checks in. What's up, Goose? What's up, Goose? Yeah, I got that carving there delivered from Minnesota in the mail about 15 years ago. All right, let's get back to it, y'all. Packers about to have their second possession of the game.
50s and 60s, and Bart Starr held it for almost a third of a century. And then Brett Favre for nearly a quarter century. The mantle passed on day in 2021.
Craig Lewis, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor will be proud.
And they get the greeting on the big screen from Brett Favre as well.
Can you really, though, think about Brett Favre?
Martin LaSorsa in the house.
John Madden just a little bit. I mean, they were kind of
Martin's having some Viking blood mead while listening to the Vikings game.
The stories, dude. Just when you heard Madden say Brett Favre say it just sounded right. It sounded different, right?
Adam says we need a new coach.
Say it 6 times. The paragraph that we did, you know.
All right, here we go. Packers on offense. Vikings on defense.
For the Packers at the 47-yard line.
Vikings blitzing with Roberts with the safety. Smith, but still they run it up the middle and gain about 6. That was Dillon on the run for the Packers.
Minnesota Vikings and Harrison Smith down around the line of scrimmage, and he's going to come off the edge here. But remember, A.J. Dillon is 250 pounds a man. And just because you're there doesn't mean you're going to make the tackle. And
nah, he's not working for us. I agree, Dave.
One of the absolute best tackling safeties.
2nd and 4 for the Packers. Rodgers is under center. They're already at midfield. Vikings showing pressure. Handoff coming to the center. The Vikings tackle him short of the first. It'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Bring you in as we saw Fred Bryan, the umpire, leave. You noticed something on that play at the end of the series?
I did, Mike. This crew, every crew gets to kind of adjust according to their personnel. What this crew's doing with 6, they've completely removed the umpire, which is going to make it extremely difficult. You have the referee now working all 10 linemen, basically, plus the quarterback by himself. So this makes this a very difficult inside game to work with just one person.
In other words, the Packers will get more calls. 3rd and 2. Rodgers in the shotgun. Handoff. Jones gets the outside. He's still running 30, 25 to the 20 before he's tackled, and the Packers are in the red zone.
And this is what makes the running game so tough. You've been getting pounded inside.
What's up, Loggy Raider?
And here comes Aaron Jones in there, and he has that speed, that little bounce-out capability.
Dennis says maybe if it gets out of hands, then we'll put in Mond.
Right up the middle.
I don't think so.
You come back with Jones, and you have to deal with that sort of bounce-out.
27 on that game for Jones.
27-yard run First and 10 for the Packers from the 18. Rodgers in the shotgun, pitches to Jones, coming this way. Anthony Barr, the first man there, forces him out of bounds at about the 8.
Two veteran defenders on this Minnesota defense make the stop. A Vikings defense that needs to play better, especially in this must-win game for Minnesota.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough because there are two edge rushers on the outside that have been so good for so long. Emerson Griffin.
Patia says Kellen Moore is the new coach of the Vikes. He's the guy for the Cowboys, right? Cowboys looked like crap today, y'all.
And he's not here. So a lot of missing pieces up front for this Minnesota Vikings.
Second and 6, ball snap. Jones up the middle, tackled about 2 yards short of the first. Going to make it third and about 3 or 2.
Packer fans know this. They've seen this in these matchups when they've been in the lineup. The impact they have, the impact they've had this season, the first half of the season.
Yeah, and really 2 years in a row now for Daniil Hunter. Who's probably
128 up in here, up in here.
Did a nice job. He has 6 sacks. But it is very difficult for Mike Zimmer to run some of the looks that he likes without some of the big weapons.
10 more likes for 1,000? Yeah, 100. Rodgers in the shotgun on a 3rd and 3. He's got trips right. Ball snap. Thrown short. Caught by Jones. And the Vikings defense tackles him. And the Packers are going to have to kick another field goal, I believe. LaFleur's going to go for it here.
Yeah, I think DJ Waddle made Aaron throw it around him a bit.
Come on, Vikings. This is bullshit. Packers with a chance to go up by 6. Instead, decide to go for it on a 4th and 3. 4:51 remaining in the first quarter. Vikings showing pressure at the line. Ball snapped. Rodgers looking, throwing. Incomplete. Incomplete. Go fuck yourself. Let's go. Sons of bitches. Vikings will take over on offense. Got a chance to go up by 6, but the Packers are too damn awesome in their own mind. They go for it on 4th and 3. Mission accomplished. Nice stop, says Dave. Yeah, I thought that was pass interference on the offense as well, but that's all right. Let's go. Emoji says, wait, the refs just threw a flag. They probably did. They probably did. They probably did just get a flag while they went to commercial. Dashiell wants to see that longboat. Let's do it. I hope you guys can hear it because I'm not hearing it. Y'all. All right, so we're in a commercial break here. I hope the chat's lying about the flag business because I sure didn't see it. 147 in the chat, though. Packers get greedy and go for it with a chip shot field goal that would have put them up by 6. And the Vikings are going to have their second offensive possession of the game. You guys heard it? Okay, cool. Let's go, let's go. All right, let's get back to it, y'all.
Drama returns for one final chapter. This is Us. Can't wait till it returns. It premieres Tuesday.
Come on, nobody gives a shit about that. Let's play football.
Fox River, it's not frozen like it was for the ice bowl, but it is cold here, to say the least. We started at 11, the temperature tipping around 10 degrees right now.
All right, here we go. Mannion in the shotgun, tried to give it to Jefferson, who fumbles it.
Because it was a pop pass, it is an
incomplete pass. Incomplete pass.
Second down. The beauty of that play. So let's tell you a little bit about Sean Mannion, who gets this start because Kirk Cousins is on the COVID-19 list. 29 years old. The Rams.
All right, so 2nd and 10 is the down and distance.
Drafted him in the 3rd round. He was with the Rams when they moved to LA.
Kirk tested positive for COVID earlier in the week. I think it was Thursday or Friday.
And his other start, week 17 in 2019 against the Bears.
Come on, let's make him pay for that bullshit. Mannion in the shotgun. Hand off to Cook. A draw up the middle. Tackled immediately. 3rd and long. 3rd and long is the down and distance now.
One of the big guys in this game, Mike, is going to be Kenny Clark. There's no question about that. Right there he is. And you've got to double team him. But Garrett Bradbury, their outstanding center, very quick, very athletic, but he has a bit of a history of struggling against big nose tackles. And with the way they love to play those ends out wide.
All right, 3rd and 10 is the down and distance, y'all. Mannion in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Ball snapped. Mannion throws it on a crosser to Jefferson, who's going to be about 3 yards short of the first. And the Vikings are going to have to punt from their own end zone.
They're just going to try and clear some space inside so Jefferson can get this slant and hopefully a catch and run. We've seen him be so dynamic, but they just fall off on the outside. Good play by Devondre Campbell. Understanding.
I never get the throwing underneath 3 yards short of a first down, but they were worried about it like a pick six or something there. Barry, the Australian, will punt it from about the 2 yard line. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Punts away. Line drive. One of the Vikings runs into the Packer player, and the Vikings cover the ball. So the Packers are going to get a 15-yard penalty there and take over on the other side of the field.
Moore has return experience, 22 in his career.
Chisnia, the backup wide receiver, didn't give Moore enough room to field that. Ran right into him like a moron.
Got in the way.
Now, Moore really made a very fast, late move. Getting out there.
Play as the kicking team player was blocked into the receiver. Timeout.
Oh. So there is no flag.
No flag. The Viking player blocked into the receiver.
You decide. Was he blocked in or not?
So why don't the Vikes get that ball then? Didn't the Vikes recover that? I don't know. All right, 155 in the chat, y'all. 155 in the chat. Packers up 3-0. The Hefner says we need a new everything. Gavin says it was never touched by a Packer player. True. Okay, so we just downed it basically at that spot. I get you. Never touched by the Packers, so we just downed it at that spot. I get you. Oh, man. Come on, defense. Defense kind of holding up pretty legit here, at least in some points, right? Cheesehead Nation says y'all have no chance in the cold weather. 146 in the chat. Listen, if you're new, y'all, subscribe to the channel. I really would like to hit 7,500 tonight. Emoji says, holy effing commercials. It's a ref show with commercials. Exactly. Devin says we should kick out all cheeseheads. No, we're not going to do that. Jeff Giddey for OKC has just become the youngest player in NBA history to record a triple-double. Dave Allen, members up. Welcome to the Berserker Nation, Dave Allen. Welcome. We're one member away from 20, y'all. Let's get back to it. Thank you so much, though, Dave Allen.
Chase, Minnesota must win both games tonight and against Chicago.
1st and 10 for the Packers from the 33. Handoff up the middle. Tackled after a short gain.
About 3 yards. But Christian, when looking at the carries for Matt LaFleur's running backs, see Eric Jones and A.J. Dillon's carries are about if there's an injury. There's a
General Thor is inside the house, Jim. He's chilling.
As you get to the postseason.
Yeah, you just
He's chilling, my man.
As the weather begins to dip, and you have a 250-pound running back, might we see a little bit more of A.J. Dillon on a night like this?
All right, putting on the defense gloves. Rodgers in the shotgun. Thrown to Allen or to Adams. Excuse me, to Jones out of the backfield. It's going to be about a yard short of the first. 2:03 clock running here in the first quarter.
Remember, we have seen a lot of Aaron Rodgers playing the Minnesota Vikings. Well, why not just
Kennedy says Minnesota is the Midwest. Remember, they're pretty used to the cold.
So you put everything now on the
Tang Yang checks in.
They have to go out and cover somebody like Aaron Jones.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. Get off the field, Vikes. 3rd and 1. Rodgers in the shotgun. He's got Jones to his left. Handoff Jones going up the middle, and the Viking defense says, no, sit down right there. Lynch in on the tackle. Packers punt team headed out on the field.
Right here is going to end up making this play, and this is just power football. These are big guys in there, and he's just going to hold his own. Basically, you saw the center, Lucas Patrick, come over on him and feel like more pressure was coming behind.
That's a big dude.
That ended up making the play.
All right, Packers in punt formation. Watch the fake.
Green Bay, he was on the COVID-19 list, as many players were earlier this week, but clear protocol change and is kicking for Green Bay tonight. D.D. Westbrook awaits.
Ball snap. Punts away. It's a bad punt. It might have been touched by a Viking. I'm not sure. But it goes out of bounds at about the 29.
And here's the Green Bay defense.
Dean Marbury, Northwestern. Kenny Clark, UCLA. Tyler Lancaster, Northwestern. Preston Smith. Steve.
Yeah, shout out to the Vikings defense for their play so far.
Minnesota. Rashawn Gary, Michigan. Rocky Douglas, Sussex out. Adrian Amos, Baltimore, Maryland. Darnell Savage Jr., Maryland.
Shank, says Loggy Raider.
This group was really good. First 10 games, 18 points a game they allowed, but the last 5 games.
All right, let's go. 1st and 10 for the Vikes.
A little bit of a conversation this week.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Mannion under center. Dalvin Cook, the lone setback. Handoff to Cook, going right. Gets the corner. 5-yard gain for Dalvin Cook.
You know, Mike, the one thing I would say after watching
This will probably take us to the end of the first quarter.
Sean Mannion's okay. I agree. Right? Let's free Sean Mannion. Let's give him a chance. What the heck? What do you have to lose? He's got a big arm. He's proven he can bootleg. He can make throws on the run. And, you know, you get a good first down run. Eventually, you got to take a shot.
Sean Mannion, 3 for 5 tonight, 25 yards. 7 seconds remaining in the quarter. Clock running. And there we go. So we're headed to the second quarter. All right, quarter two, y'all. Quarter two. Oh, man. Loggy Raider says play action here. Take a shot. Jim says even if the Vikes pull this out tonight, he's giving props to the players, not Zim. Yeah, I think it's time to move on as well. Awful time management there, like always, exactly. Glenn is checking in from Northwest Indiana, says Skull. Skull to you, sir. Easily the Packers could have a bigger score here. Viking Jerome, it's a little chilly here tonight. Probably right now it's probably about 45 out there. Cold for me, y'all. He's still with the Vikings, Andy, but he's on like medical leave. Some kind of a medical leave. Let me see what's going on here, y'all. I heard my phone alert for some reason. Hey, I'm going to do a shout out here. Shout out to Tom Grusin for that $5 Venmo. Appreciate it, man. Tom Grusin, $5 Valhalla Holla. He sent it to the Viking Valhalla Sports Talk Venmo account. That way YouTube doesn't get any of the money. They don't get the money. But thank you so much, man. Brandon, Kirk Cousins came down positive, tested positive for COVID. That's why he's not playing.
The charm of this place. Out for a walk this morning, you just walk around the neighborhoods, and then you come up on this cathedral football. What a place. Temperatures down a degree for kickoff. It's 10. Feels like it's dipped below zero as we start the second.
All right, second and 5. Mannion under center. Ham and Cook behind him. Fake handoff. Mannion, a screen pass to Cook, who dodges a couple defenders and fights hard to gain a single yard.
Rookie season, the first round corner out of Georgia.
We talk so much about Kenny Clark inside, and more often than not, he just does not stop, and he's smart.
KJ Osborne's probably our number 3 receiver at this point. Probably the number 2 now with Thielen out. He's kind of had a decent year. A shockingly decent year. Came out of nowhere. 3rd and 5 is the down and distance now. Ball snapped. Mannion back to pass. Throws it short to Cook. Quit throwing it short of the fucking sticks, man. I'm so sick of that bullshit. Throw it past the sticks. Doesn't matter who's back there playing quarterback. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. 3rd and 5 and you throw it 2 yards. I don't get it. It makes no sense. I mean, I get the defense is playing the sticks too, but Jesus. Might as well just shit in your hand. Punts away. Goes out of bounds at the 20 and the Packers will take over. Just freaking stupid, man.
When you start stacking up the numbers for Devontae, it's mind-blowing. You know,
I really feel like he's the best player that I played with. And I said that to him the other night, actually. I was just thinking about him and having a lot of gratitude for our friendship and the fact that I get to play with him for so many years now. And
I am so sick of throws behind the sticks, man, on 3rd and long.
It's a better story, though. It happened 11 days ago. Devontae was on his way to dinner with his wife. We got that out of the blue text from Aaron.
Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. Empty backfield. He's got trips formation right. Devontae Adams on the left, excuse me. Adams right, trips left. Ball snapped. Rodgers back to pass. Throws it short to Jones, who runs it for another Packers first down.
Gain of 11. I love that Devontae shared that story when we talked to him this week.
Yeah, and Devontae, if you remember...
I get it, Luis. I know they're the norm now. I know they're the norm. I just think it's asinine. I just think it's asinine. All the rules are geared towards the receivers in the NFL now. So why would you throw it underneath? I don't get it. Everything is geared towards the offense in the NFL. Jones up the middle again.
Before you read it, let me share it with everybody here. Just this year alone, most targeted by a bunch, most receptions by a bunch, most yards by a bunch. They know it's going to him, and he still delivers.
I mean, 5 Pro Bowls in a row, 68 touchdowns.
Jim says that I've been seeing teams plan for lives all day. To see this kind of non-urgency is soul-suckingly discouraging. Chris says my Viking room is awesome. Dave likes the word asinine. Rodgers back to pass. Thrown over the middle. Caught. See what happens when you throw it past the first down marker? Wow. First down, Packers.
You know, Aaron Rodgers is missing some receivers out here as well. And watch Lazard reach out and make this catch.
They're going to let him finish the season, Dave. They'll let him finish the season and then tell him he can either retire or get fired. They'll probably offer him a little money to just retire.
Helping him replace Randall Cobb and Robert Tonyan, who have been 2 of his favorite targets.
Learn from the cheeseheads, no lie. Pitch to the left, Jones. He's loose. Running through the Vikings secondary and takes it all the way to the 25. That's 2 huge runs by Jones in this game already.
Anytime you get Mercedes Lewis out in front of a play, you know you've got something special. Here he's able to get that hook block on the outside. They try to go wide, and what does Aaron Jones do? He just simply jumps up inside and breaks off a big one. So it's been a patient approach so far tonight for the Green Bay Packers and for Aaron Rodgers. They're starting to get it going now.
So Rodgers has the Vikings defense gassed. Harrison Smith just ran a fucking country mile there. Throw to the right to Devontae Adams. Vikings tackle him.
It's a little bit of what the magic is with these two guys. They communicate on a different level.
It actually is. And anytime you see that linebacker not walk all the way out on Devontae, then this is purely on
145 in the chat, y'all.
You could basically see Aaron Jones just ducking. He thought he was going to get it, and then in the last second, he had to duck underneath.
2nd and 8. Snap to Rodgers. Throws it underneath to his halfback, I believe. Takes it to the 18. That might have been one of his back up tight ends.
3 points for LaFleur and company to show for it. 20 minutes into this one.
Yeah, one of those plays used to be for Robert Tonyan up front, but when you think about it, the starters that would have been out here tonight, Bakhtiari, Jenkins, Myers, Turner up front on the offensive line.
Vikings defense looking gassed all of a sudden, y'all. A lot of hands on hips. A lot of heavy breathing.
MVPs are supposed to do something special. And in this case, he's been
3rd and 4 is the down and distance. Rodgers in the shotgun, empty back, no, running back to his right. Ball snap, thrown on a crosser. Incomplete. Incomplete, intended for Devontae Adams. Peterson on the coverage for the Vikes. Packers going to try to tack on 3 here.
Great pros. Pro Bowl his first 8 years. Here he is matched up against Adams now. He's not following him all over the field. We thought that might happen. It has not. That time, Patrick Peterson with a win.
Packers throwing the ball every day. They get gashes with the run, too. All right, here we go. Crosby, a 36-yard attempt from the right hash mark. Right downtown, bang!
As a 36-yarder to go with his 35-yarder. The only points statistically dominated by Green Bay, but only a 6-0 lead against Madden in Minnesota.
All right, we're headed to a commercial break, y'all. Headed to a commercial break. 6-0 Packers. The dog catcher says Aaron Jones is averaging 11.5 per rush. Is that true? I believe it. Seems kind of low, actually. Seems kind of low, actually. King Yellowman, where are you at, man? We're going to do our shot. See if this warms me up a little bit. Favorite Viking of all time is Fran Tarkington, Cheesehead Nation. All right, toast. Woo! How long has Zim been the coach? I think 8 years. Dave says, I'll take a shot with you. Sorry, dude, I already drank it. It's cold for me, Cheesehead Nation. I'm in Arizona, buddy, but it's about 45 outside right now, I guess. There is no insulation in the tavern here, y'all. It's just a shed. It's just a shed. It's just a shed with some electricity in it. And it doesn't have a heater. I have a space heater down on my foot. Jim isn't sold on Spielman either. Yeah, we got a little snow up in the hills off to this direction here. We've got some hills with a waterfall and all that stuff up in that direction. And there's snow at the top of that mountain. Yeah, man cave. Here we go. Let's get back to it.
Something about that. You know, that's kind of football. It's outdoors. It's Green Bay, Lombardi Avenue. This always will be and always has been my favorite place to come for football.
So true for so many.
Jim, using them big words, says the ambiance is exquisite, though. Damn. Roger hit him a Crown Royal shot. There you go.
Like you shared with everyone in Football Night in America. John was a true man of the people.
All right, here we go. The kick is away. Goes out of the back of the end zone, and the Vikes will take over at the 25. 9:11 remaining in the second quarter. Green Bay leads it 6-0.
82-year-old B. Frelick has been to nearly every game at
Play Kellen Mond, says Issa.
Including the ice ball. To beat the cold, she's wearing base layers and 4 pairs of pants. She doesn't go for hand warmers, saying,
yeah, that's tough, man.
She told me that when everyone is filling the stands, the huddle of the crowd, it keeps you warm. And added, you can't see unless you stand, Mike.
One of those fans that Madden talked about, sitting on those benches and real fancy. Look at the lower.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 25. I formation for the Vikes. Osborne and Jefferson are the wideouts. Mannion fakes the handoff, and he's going to get sacked at the 12.
Loss of a dozen for Gary, who is on a roll.
What a fantastic season Rashawn Gary has had this year. And he really has just stepped up, and he had to. That sack, 9.5 right now. You get him on a fullback, a back of any kind, it doesn't matter. But remember, Zadarius Smith was supposed to be the star pass rusher on this team. He's been out with a back injury, so it was left to Preston Smith and Rashawn Gary to get it done and get it done.
All right, here we go. Mannion in the shotgun. Ball snapped. Mannion throws it short into traffic, incomplete. Could have been an interception there easily. 3rd and 20.
You better watch out for him. He's staring right at you there, Sean Mannion. And when you set your feet and start that arm, he's going to go get it. 5 interceptions in 10 games. Has to be the best in-season pickup you can remember in a long time.
All right, the camera looks at Clint Kubiak, who's obviously thinking about a check down throw here on a 3rd and 20. Ball snap. Draw up the middle. Who called it? Dalvin Cook takes it for about 6 yards to the 20, and the Vikings will punt again on 4th.
3 and outs for this Minnesota offense.
Yeah, you want to keep it simple. You want to keep your team in the game. And I'm sure Mike Zimmer's thinking, all right, this is good.
Cheesehead Nation says, I told you 3rd and 20 draw play. Hey, you're not telling us nothing, bro. We've been watching them all year.
Haven't been able to score anything but field goals down there. 3 times inside the 20. And
We've been watching these guys all year. Punt formation on 4th and 14. Punts away. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Nice kick, comes down at the 25. Runs it, though. Takes it out past the 30 to the 34. And the Packers will take over on offense with 7:32 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Gerber says we should just punt on 3rd to save some time. Christian says if Zimmer stays, some players don't want to return next year. Where did that come from? Christian says the Packers are going to win with field goals. I think they're going to score a tutty right here on this drive. Remember, the Vikings like to give up points in the last couple minutes of the first half and the last couple minutes of the game. Loggy took down his Christmas tree earlier, and he's having pine needle issues. Matthew says the players like Zimmer. I believe they like him too. Yeah, I believe they like him too. I've never heard that there were guys that said they wouldn't come back. That seems like some fake news, some made up stuff. Man, my Taco Bell I had just before the game. There's little ducks flying in the Valhalla Tavern, y'all. I hear them quack quacking. I hear him quack quacking in the tavern. 7390 is a subscriber count, y'all. 150 in the chat. If you're new, you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and turn on those bell notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. We'll be doing the next Viking game against the Bears. That's from US Bank Stadium next week. And then if the Vikings do not make the playoffs, I'll be doing a number of playoff games here on the channel. All right, let's get back to it, y'all.
Where you weren't sure with Aaron Rodgers, the mix of a new offensive system and all of that, first time as a head coach, has really made it a very good connection between the two.
Yeah, we got to score, Dave. I agree. Someone said I needed some Vikings Depends. I said they're ducks, y'all. They're just making noises. Handoff, going left. It's Dylan. And he takes off for about 5.
Coach Aaron Jones told me that his head coach is able to relate to the team
Billy Long checks in. He's not having fun.
He genuinely cares for us. When you have a coach that listens, you have to go out there and play for him. Lucas Patrick told me, I've never had a coach as one-on-one personable.
Michael thinks Zim's going to step down. I think he'll just retire at the end of the season, y'all.
He knows what his players need to be successful.
You can see it, too, with the players, with the staff. He divvies up responsibilities. And
No word on spring training, dog catching.
a lot of the work during the week as well.
2nd and 5. Handoff. Dylan going left. Vikings defense hits him at the line of scrimmage, and he rumbles forward for 3 more yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and short.
It's really a tale of 2 different seasons as far as I'm concerned. When LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers first got together, let's say there were a few disagreements out there.
Rob says if Zim doesn't take down, he's going to take his girlfriend. And Sheila Jones says just don't hotbox anybody tonight.
And somehow I think they've come out of the back end of that pretty well.
Thrown to Adams on this side. 1st down. Adams running down the sideline. Takes it to the 37. 32, they said.
And once again, they're going to step up inside, and so Aaron Rodgers is going to go to the outside. Remember Paul Hornung?
Yeah, exactly, Jim. I think that's the same. I think he's out this week and probably next, Glenn. I think it's 10 days.
He really is 6'5", 227. He's like having a fullback.
He'll be back next week, says Jim. All right, 1st and 10 for the Packers from the 42. Why do they keep saying 33? Caught by Lazard. 1st down, Packers. Dave says you'd make a good game day announcer. Devin says be careful with that, Valhalla. You're close to a heater.
In the history of the Packers, past the legendary Don Hudson, only Driver, Lofton, and Sterling Sharp more receiving yards, I should say, than Devontae Adams.
But Don Hudson in his day,
Yeah, I think they're kind of mirroring one another, Rob.
so far above everybody.
1st and 10 for the Packers from the 26. Ball snap. Rodgers throws it to Adams on the left side. Adams tackled. 4:53 clock running here in the 2nd quarter.
Just leverage plays here. As Devontae Adams goes across, if he is on the outside edge of the person that has to defend him, you are going to see Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball. That is just a running.
Dog catcher says I'm using that methane man cave scent spray.
Brett Favre back in the early days and how he would do that. But once you establish just a little leverage with Devontae Adams, he's going to get the ball.
I just don't think Zimmer has any opportunity to stay coach of the Vikes, y'all. Rodgers going for it on the right side here. Touchdown, Lazard. Touchdown, Lazard. Boyd on the coverage. That drive, 6 plays, 66 yards. It took 3:21.
The man who caught 443 catches career touchdown 446.
Think the Packers will go for 2 here?
Be a second option of Aaron Rodgers. He looks left. Devontae Adams on a double move.
That's Gaines, his Wolverine fan.
What the heck? Lazard's pretty good. Let me just throw it up in the air. That's their backup.
Duck season, Gerber, correct.
And I tell you, big, strong Alan Lazard has just earned the trust.
So 12-0, extra point pending.
I think that he was ever intended to be the kind of weapon that he has become.
Waiting for confirmation and replay. You see the catch there.
That is.
Punt comes down.
Touchdown number 6 and a career high for Alan Lazard. They're pulling a big roll out there.
All right, from the right hash mark, the extra point is up and good. 13-0 Packers.
So we get right around the 20-yard line after a couple of field goals and a stop. Take a shot at the end zone. And Rodgers and Lazard connect. The Packers are up 13. That's number 13.
All right, so Vikings with some time here left on the clock in the 2nd quarter. Can they go down and put some points on the board? Yeah, he didn't even try to look back, did he? Rusty Rooster Records predicts Green Bay 58, Minnesota 0. Dennis says let Mon come in and run around. Rob, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Wisconsin, it's up by Minnesota. $145 in the chat. I think there's like 4 minutes left. I think there's like 4 minutes left in the half. So the Lakers are playing right now. I see Bad Dog is on. Sports Fury got home from the game and the Dallas game, and they're doing this game as well. Philly 500 doing it. He's got 800 folks. Alrighty, in a commercial break here. Packers are now up 13-0 in this one. Lakers versus Minnesota tonight.
Coming up in a month, Team USA made. There is the Titletown District right around here. That is not an Olympic venue.
Well, that's a look right there.
That slide is very inviting. Could not get you and Catherine to go join me on a ride.
4:11 remaining in the second quarter. Packers kicking it away to the Vikes. It'll go out of the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25.
They get the ball to Justin Jefferson. He has been sensational.
Billy Long says, I wish Taco Bell came out of me as a fart. I usually shart myself. Play the rookie, says Rusty Rooster Records.
186 catches.
Cheesehead Nation, I actually grew up in Los Angeles. We moved from North Dakota when I was 3. And so I was kind of bequeathed the Viking fanship, and all my other teams are from LA. Dalvin Cook running to the left. You want to establish the run.
Yeah, now if you're Minnesota, you've got a real problem because you're trailing 13-0. You basically have one receiver out there now instead of 2.
Glenn says we're going to have to dial up some pressure on Rodgers. I just think they're like in practice mode, y'all. I think the Packers are just like running practice. Alan says, I call it trouser chili. Handoff to Cook again. Wow. 2 runs in a row. We've seen that once or twice this season. Vikings going to muck around and let the Packers score again before the half.
It's not somebody who can just get sacks. It's somebody who can make plays like this. Let's take on the pulling guard and let's smash him in.
Ben says, I have the Packers and Bengals in the Super Bowl this season. Do you think that's a good pick? Probably, man. Devin says we're about to call a draw here. Going to be hard because there's no running back there. Ball snap. Mannion steps up, and he's going to get sacked at the 20. 2:47 clock running in the second. Packers still with all 3 timeouts. They probably won't use any of them because they like a challenge.
Could they get him on the move? And they felt as soon as he began to take off, that was not his strength. And we are seeing that Matt LaFleur had coached him in the past in Washington, and sometimes that gives you a real edge when you're putting together a game.
Rob says I might go mow the lawns.
4 straight 3 and out.
Punts away. It's going to be fielded at the 35, and the Packers will take over on offense. 2:08 remaining in the second quarter.
4K Sky Cam. Here we go inside the game. Some of the big doggies in there, and one of the biggest, Kenny Clark. He can destroy everything you do inside, especially when you're trying to run the football. They have had double teams on him all night long, and yet he's still been able to disrupt and make his plays.
2 runs and a sack. How's Zimmer like, says Gerber.
Ever relents.
Alex Key, everybody, they're not going to put Mond in this game. Unless Mannion gets hurt, Mond will not see this field.
Only 28 yards, and this Minnesota defense has to come.
That's my opinion. Rodgers in the shotgun, empty backfield. Ball snapped, thrown over the middle, caught by Adams. First down, 50. And to the 45. Packers already in Vikings territory.
19 on that one as we hit the 2-minute warning.
All right, 2-minute warning, ladies and gents. 2-minute warning. Packers looking to tack on to this 13-0 lead. No, I get it, Jim. I get about the Viking cast-offs. I was mentioning them all day today in our Red Zone streams. Cheesehead Nation says, Rob, when you're done mowing the grass, can you come over and clear the snow from the driveway? Rob's in Australia, Cheesehead Nation. That's a long way to go to clear off your snow. Glenn says Mond is going to be nothing but a career backup. Who beat the Packers? The Vikings beat the Packers earlier in the year. Luis says, why do the Packers have the ball all the time? Wow, they are flying low in here, y'all. $151 in the chat. $73.90 is a subscriber count. I don't think we're going to make it to 7,500 today. I don't think we're going to make it. Christian says this is depressing. All right, 151. I'm not going to answer the what happened to Cousins question anymore. They're moderators on the channel, Cheesehead Nation. That's a YouTube thing. They're moderators. They keep the riffraff out of here.
That result in Texas, the win by the Cardinals, giving the Packers the chance to maintain this lead, close this out in the second half. Guarantee that they'll be.
I'm not going to address the Mon should be in questions anymore either.
Came in and won the NFC Championship game here last year. It would also put the Eagles in the playoffs. The Packers keep the score on their
All right, 1st and 10 for the Packers from just over the 45-yard line. Ball snapped. Rodgers teeing it up, but he's going to throw it short to the running back who keeps falling down. And the Vikings just stand there looking at him like he's an alien, and he still managed to get about 2 yards short of the first down.
Watching the Minnesota Vikings pass rush, a team that used to be so good coming off the
The Vikings watching a player laying on the ground with the ball.
Rodgers get rid of the football faster than maybe he ever has in his whole career because of some of the backup players up front. No need tonight.
2nd and 2. Rodgers in the shotgun. Throws it to the right here to 83, who's tackled immediately. Valdez-Scantling. He's going to be real close to a first down.
And the clock is stopped here with timeout.
Cheesehead says, fire the moderators. They let me in, so obviously the riffraff is getting in here.
It is an 18-week season, big season finale. ABC and ESPN will have
2 games on Saturday. Then Fox and CBS will have doubleheaders on both networks on Sunday, and we'll have Sunday Night Football.
NFL trying to sell this 18th week next week, and it's literally probably not going to mean a thing for who's going to be in or out of the playoffs. It'll only matter for playoff positioning. But I think after tonight, after tomorrow for sure, we'll know who's in the playoffs and who isn't.
It sort of builds as the night goes along, and to see how and why and when teams are going to be going into the playoffs.
And that will build for the whole weekend, for Saturday on through Sunday.
1st and 10 for the Packers from the 36. Rodgers empty backfield, gets it, throws it. It's caught by Lazard. Gain of 7. Boyd on the coverage.
23-yard line with a buck 13 and 2 timeouts.
Jim says Kubiak Jr. was in nowhere near ready to have control of anything but minor position groups. Well, it's not only Kubiak, but Zimmer's son is involved in this whole thing too.
What are they going to be then with Bakhtiari possibly and their center Josh Myers coming back and a few people on the defensive side as well still with the possibility of coming back? This team could end up being a lot better than even what they are right now.
2nd and 4. Another catch by Adams. 29 of the Vikes never turned around again. 1st down Packers. And the Vikings streak of allowing teams to score at the end of the first half or at the end of the game is about to continue.
This one's back shoulder, true back shoulder. Just rotate the body, the catch radius. They have a lot of different ways to beat you. Devontae Adams with that big vertical jump of his, so tough to cover. One of the best release moves in all of football.
1st and 10 from the 11. 1:09 remaining in the second quarter. Ball snapped. Rodgers throws it over the middle. Touchdown, Devontae Adams.
That is a tough place to be, sitting over on that bench, watching.
Extra point pending to make it 20, y'all. I just put it up there early because I could see into the future.
And maybe nobody does. You know, maybe nobody does. He sees things on that defense, just doesn't miss things. The perfect.
Billy Long says Cousins has the PJs with an ass flap. 20-0 Packers.
17 points in 8 minutes and 6 seconds. 20-0 Green Bay.
You see the cover 2. They're going to run somebody right through the middle, and then here comes Adams off the left side, right behind him. The minute that linebacker turns and runs out of there, Eric Kendricks, they know exactly what they're going to do. Little delay, and there's Devontae. Bingo.
Alien Crisis, see y'all next year. Emoji says, never heard of Adams. Maybe the Vikings should try to cover that dude. That's kind of the problem, emojis. That's kind of the problem. We haven't been able to cover anybody all year.
Level of 7 years of this together. A look, a signal, just a little change to a route.
143 in the chat.
The best pair quarterback receiver that the NFL has working together right now.
And they just own this division. I mean, they own it. In 4 division games, a 145 rating, 14 touchdowns, no interceptions for Aaron Rodgers. That is called owning this division.
Touchback. Crosby, here are the numbers. These two, last 2 years. 2nd in completions and yards, 1st in touchdowns, and that passer rating. You know, to give perspective of the passer rating, if you think of the FM dial, 88 to 108, that's on the chart. These guys are off the chart, and you go way up to 133.
Now the loving the Packers half will come up for the second half. We'll get to hear how great they are. They got an early start in this one.
It has to make you crazy because they make it look so easy.
1st and 10 for the Vikes from the 25. 1:04 remaining in the half. This is caught by Osborne, gain of about 6.
Osborne slides into that number 2 receiving role, the second-year man out of Miami. 3 timeouts in Minnesota. They need anything. Be a first down. They haven't had one since the opening drive.
Let's send Valhalla some donos or the Tavern might get burnt down later. All right, flag on this play. Conklin, the intended receiver.
Definitely Adrian Amos is going to come out here and sort of get his feet tangled up. I thought that might be the call. Number 31 right in front of you.
Well, the officials having a conversation.
Oh, he grabbed
There's no foul on the play for pass interference.
They pick up the flag.
I think everybody thought it was big tangled up the way I did. But, Jerry McCauley can roll his eyes better than anybody I've ever seen in my life. And when he rolls his eyes, I'm going,
Packers really have 2 timeouts, but I'm not going to worry about it.
Well, you saw the clear jersey pull there.
Third down here. Tonight, they're 0 for 5, y'all.
So it's another third down.
41 seconds remaining. Vikings have 3 timeouts. Mannion in the shotgun on a 3rd and 4. Ball snapped. Thrown. Caught. Jefferson with his first catch of the night for a Minnesota Viking. First down. Vikings probably take a timeout here. All right, they go to a little short commercial break. Rob says, I think I hate Green Bay, and I have no idea why. Johnny says, pathetic game. I'd rather watch you instead. That's pretty bad, Johnny. Flash says, I'm surprised you still have that fireball left the way the game is going. Zebras love cheese, says Viking Jerome. Grizzly Adams was an OG, says the dog catcher. Truth. Can I juggle? No. All right, here we go. Back at it.
Good enough tonight. The struggle has been you had to see Dalvin Cook have a dominant.
Rob's going to go mow the lawns in the dark. 1st and 10. Ball snap. Mannion throws it on a crosser to Conklin, and he's taken down after a gain of 1. 28 seconds. Vikes have 2 timeouts. Now they have 1. I'm not going to change them because I'm too lazy.
Remind you on this 10-degree night that it's a heck of a lot warmer in Kapalua. The PGA Tour season for 2022 picks up with the winners from 2021. Century Tournament of Champions. January in Hawaii begins next Sunday for Eastern NBC at Peacock.
Is that fair to tell people from Minneapolis and Green Bay?
Okay, so the Vikes with 1 timeout remaining. 28 seconds on the clock. It's 2nd and 8.
It's such a special place. Kapalua is so beautiful. Great place.
Christian's going to go outside and watch his pee freeze.
They love their week out there for sure.
All right, 2nd and 8 for the Vikes from the 40 on their own side of the field. Ball snapped. Mannion caught by Jefferson, who gets out of bounds with 22 seconds.
So Magnion's hit a couple here with 22 seconds left.
Yeah, I think Rasul Douglas took a little bit of a shot at interception.
Glenn says anyone that has a bear as a pet is a badass.
At the end of it, you can see the corner left in behind him going, no, man. No. Your job is to cover the outside flank. And now Collinsworth's up there on television saying that's my fault. Shannon Sullivan, that was not your fault.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Vikes from the 46. Mannion in the shotgun. Spread wide formation. Mannion runs up. Runs for it and going to get a Minnesota Viking first down. And the Vikings use their last timeout. I'm thinking. Mannion looks like he was running in slow motion.
With Joe Barry's squad and all the things that they do.
Mannion looked slower than Tom Brady.
Sean Gary and Kenny Clark.
Vikings have now used all their timeouts. 13 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
He only played 18 snaps in week 1, and that was it. And Joe Barry now, I don't know how to explain it best, but sort of that soft shell coverage, and when he gets a lead like this, you have to methodically go down the field, play after play, and that is a tough way to come back from 20-0 down.
Devin thinks we should take a shot every time we punt. Not me, bro. I got to work tomorrow.
His first 2 seasons here. So no timeouts. 14 seconds left. The clock is readjusted. Do they take a deep shot?
All right, the 33 is the line of scrimmage. Mannion back to pass. Throws it. Nobody home. 2nd and 10. 9 seconds left.
Yeah, the other thing about this Green Bay defense I've really enjoyed watching and learning more about is their ability to not play man, but to really jump on those underneath coverages in the middle of the field. So you'll see 3 linebackers in there, and you'll see everybody crisscrossing and doing all these fancy things, and they don't care. They just wait for you to come into their zone, but then they're going to jump on it. They're going to jump on it fast.
Imagine a basketball team playing zone defense. He gets you, stick on you. That's my guy for now. 9 to go. No timeouts. Timeout Green Bay.
All right, Green Bay now calls a timeout, and they have 1 left.
Green Bay. 30 seconds.
The Hefner says at this point the Vikings need to give up the entire team. No Super Bowl wins ever. Terrible coach. Just throw the team away and start over.
He's proven he can little bootleg action. He's going to be 6'6".
Yeah, we probably would have had a chance with Cousins in there.
What it's going to be from Aaron Rodgers and some of these guys, but
probably not much of a chance. We'd have had a chance.
Nice tight release up high over the top. It's all good.
So he was with Seattle in the preseason.
Christian says Collinsworth, please shut the F up.
He was the 3rd quarterback, but you know, the end of the year, 3rd quarterback don't last in a roster.
All right, so this is going to be a long second half, y'all. I'm going to take a break at halftime. I'll probably lose half my viewers. Never to return. Mannion in the shotgun on a 2nd and 10. Duck. Ball snapped. Thrown on the left side here. Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
So it is a cold night. This is not the best kicking condition, but they're going to try to get on the.
We're going to try to kick a field goal?
Yeah, 55.
All right, so a 51-yard field goal. Stupid. 51-yard field goal in this cold air. What's the worst thing could happen as a Viking fan? A blocked field goal for a touchdown. So expect that to happen right here.
This is from 51 to get on the board for Greg Joseph.
Packers going to ice Joseph here to end the half.
Well, Mike, this is also the less favorable kicking direction, and Greg Joseph made a 48-yarder this way in pregame. It would have been good for 51 yards for SNF kicks.
Cheesehead Nation says I can finish off your stream if you hand over the controls.
Weather like this, you have to stay true to your technique. When the ball is this cold, it presents a challenge to kick, and that is why the technique is so important, Mike.
KT, you feeling the wind down the field at field level?
It is windy at field level. We'll have to wait and see which direction that goes when he kicks it.
All right, so the biggest question here is, 1, how bad is he going to miss it? 2, left or right? And 3, is Green Bay going to block it and score? From the left hash mark, my newly signed kicker in one of my fantasy leagues. Snap, kick, up! Good!
January field goal in Lambeau history. Pats on the board. They get the ball to start the second half. So at halftime now with Maria, Tony, and Drew. What's coming up?
You cannot stop Joseph. You can only hope to contain him. All right, we're turning off that noise. And you guys could just listen to the fan. Cheesehead Nation says you're back in the game. Rob says, really? Greg Joseph is the man, says Viking Jerome. No shutout. 143 in the chat. Emoji says, I cut him for you. Yeah, I picked him up. I picked him up for $1. Yeah, we hate Aaron Rodgers, no doubt. Cheesehead Nation says, I'm here in case any of you need therapy at the half. The dog catcher says the wooden Viking cracked a grin. You know what we should do is bring him up closer. I wonder if he would. Nah, he's not going to work. He would be too tall. His head would be cut off. Minnesota gets the ball after the half. Hey, Valhalla, holla to Peng Yang for that $5 super chat. He says the game further proves Zimmer is a joke and Kirk wasn't the problem. Give Kirk, Shanahan, and McVay the ball. We will ball out. That was a good kick. Dave says, I still have faith. There's Tang Yang's $5 Valhalla holla. The hef clapping. He's hype. Bradley says the Vikes look cold. Dono hype. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a little break. I don't know what I can do so that it's not so boring for you guys. I don't have any music queued up. Anywho, chat, keep the people in here. We're down to 127. I'll be right back. If my match is working. My lighter's out, so I'm like I'm like old time here trying to light cigarettes with matches. And there's something bad with the matches. But the Vikings cut the lead to 17. Yellowman says, I go off camera to kiss Garvey's picture for good luck. Need mood music for smoke breaks. Play some blues. Hey, Valhalla, holla, this Dave Allen, $10 super chat. He says, I'm just glad to hear the game. Skull. Doug Noble says, show the Viking cheerleaders. But thank you so much, Dave Allen. $10 Valhalla, holla, 121, up in here. So Dallas just looked like shit today, didn't they, everybody? Dallas just looked like crap, in my opinion. And the Rams weren't that impressive either. So anyone that says they know who's going to win the Super Bowl this year, I think you're lying. I don't think we have a clue who's going to win the Super Bowl. But what do you think, chat? Who's the favorite? We're not going to see Mond, y'all. You know who looked good today? Joe Burrow. Joe freaking Burrow. And you know who's the baddest wide receiver in the league right now? It's not our guy. It's that other Bengal. $117 in the chat. All right, let's listen. We can listen in on this, I guess.
It won't be an Arrowhead Stadium. And how about the Rams? They're on a nice little win streak here. They've put themselves in the position of the 2 seed. But this week's game against the San Francisco 49ers, they're fighting to get into the playoffs. The Rams are still fighting for division championship. They've lost 5 in a row to the Niners. Kyle Shanahan has really had their number. So this is a game they have to win. This is the reason they went out and got guys like Matthew Stafford, Odell Beckham Jr., Vaughn Miller. So this is a game they need to win this week.
And they might not have to do it against Jimmy Garoppolo. It might be against Trey Lance, who played well today.
Yeah.
Well, 5 of 7 spots are clinched in both the AFC and the NFC, but it still comes down to Week 18 and what is the biggest season ever. So it'll be fun to watch for sure. Now, coming up, a tribute.
I saw Devontae Adams.
Meanwhile, we have tomorrow marking the month until the Winter Olympics begin. And earlier today, 3-time Olympic medalist
Jamar Chase looked like a world beater today, y'all.
World Cup event in Latvia, and it was the Georgia native's first win in this event since the birth of her son Nico in 2020. Myers-Taylor will be a strong contender when the Winter Olympics begin on February 3rd on NBC and Peacock.
So it's back to work tomorrow, y'all.
Go wherever your wild side takes you. Toyota. Let's go places.
So this week we lost the legendary John Madden, whose impact on football and generations of fans goes completely unmatched. Now this perspective from his longtime friend and Sunday Night Football colleague, Al Michaels.
It's been similar.
All right, a tribute to Madden here on the game today.
An icon. All week long, the tributes have poured in for people of every generation. Fans old enough to remember when he was the young coach of one of the best teams in football for a decade. Viewers who will always remember the way he taught them the game, how he made it so accessible, understandable, and entertaining. And video game players as well, who've learned.
Billy says I want to be an alcoholic now.
Built to resemble the real deal.
He is not overhyped and overrated, Christian. I'm starting to think you got a little troll in you.
John Madden was an American treasure, the rarest of the rare.
Christian, if you don't want to be in here, then leave, bro.
Liked and admired and respected, and who spent his life making football even more fun. For those of us fortunate enough to have had him as a friend and a colleague, John Madden was every bit the man you hoped he'd be. In addition to football, he loved talking about history, geography, current events, food, life, anything and everything.
Ooh, that's good.
Has been the sweetest ride of them all.
And so, it's no surprise. He loved traveling around the country at his
All right,
own
let me
pace,
check around the YouTubes, y'all.
connecting with thousands of people from every state. John Madden made everyone around him better. He was a real-life, larger-than-life character. He was the one and only.
The NFL has been honoring John Madden all night, and it's only fitting that Week 17 ends at Lambeau Field, one of his favorite locations in the NFL. We've got second half coming next. Vikings Impact.
This is it, the Toyota halftime. Let's go places.
All right, I had to do another commercial break, y'all. Yeah, blue-collar football coach, no doubt. All right, so Packers 20, Vikings 3 at the half. I forgot to update the little deal here. We'll put a 3 there. So tomorrow starts the Monday, the first Monday of 2022, y'all. Let's make it a better one, huh? Let's try to make it a better one. What do you think, y'all? Skull. Skull from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. John Madden was born in Minnesota. Yeah, Trey Lance had a good game today, Glenn. I won't say it was nice to see. I wanted Frisco to lose, but so what's going on in this Laker game? Yeah, rip to Betty White, of course. So the Lakers winning 31-24, it looks like. It all starts with a new head coach. I agree with that. Hey, we got 123 likes, y'all. 1, 2, 3. I still don't think we got over 7,400 subscribers. $73.98. 2 away from 7,400, y'all. 2 away from 7,400 on the sub count. We're about to get back to third quarter action here. All right, 211 passing yards for Aaron Rodgers in that first half. That's his season high.
It's the Vikings. Minnesota just one first down in those first 4 drives. Got some on the end. They got to the field goal, the back end of that first half. We started at 11 degrees. It is 10 now. The feels like is 1. As we go down to Tavern.
Well, Mike, I talked to Mike Zimmer.
Devin is nice and warm with his fire spice apple drink.
But he said it's not Sean Mannion's fault. We haven't even called some run plays. We haven't even tried to run the ball. And defensively,
Zimmer's answer to the first quarter is we haven't tried to run the ball. What? What? That's the answer? Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Do that, and they'll get a week off coming up. But, Chris, to your point in the first half, that's exactly...
Sean Mannion warming up on the Vikings sideline. They will get the ball first here in quarter 3.
The thing that surprised me, Mike, is we saw Cleveland have success doing some of those hit and pull, where you pull offensive linemen out and around. And we really haven't seen that. We've seen some outside...
Kenny Ngagwe back for the kick.
But I was wondering if some of those
Nico predicts Rams versus Titans in the Super Bowl.
They haven't even run yet. Might come out here in the second half.
Mason Crosby to kick it off. They want to move back deep.
Kicks away. Out of the end zone. Vikings will take over at the 25 in the most boring play in professional sports.
He can start number 3 in his NFL career, drafted in 2015. His other 2 were Week 17 games that had no impact on the postseason race. This is the first one with me.
Hey, appreciate you too, Glenn. Appreciate it, man.
The guy who everybody said, very smart, total command of the offense. It's almost coming in.
Billy needs Nick Chubb to ball out tomorrow for his fantasy team. 1st and 10. Handoff to Cook up the middle. No gain.
Clark was waiting.
All right, you have 2 deep safeties, which means You have to run the football, and you got a double team on Clark inside here, so you have to win. And yet there's Clark making the play. What are you going to call? You're the offensive coordinator. You tell me. You can't call anything. I mean, that defense.
Nico says, can't wait for the MLB lockout to end. Still hoping the Dodgers sign Freddie Freeman. 2nd and 9. Mannion back to pass. Throws it short to the right to Ham for another gain of 1 yard. Let's go. 3rd and 8.
It doesn't make any difference to me if I get beat 75-0 or 6-5, right? The loss is a loss in this situation at this point in the season.
Especially with your season on the line.
Yeah, at some point, you've got your best...
Dead man coaching. Dead man coaching.
Because you're way behind, they're going to have so much support in behind him that there's just no way...
3rd and 8.
Minnesota, they're going...
Mannion in the shotgun. Empty backfield. I think we're going to throw a screen here. Back to pass. Throws it long. Right side. Incomplete. Overthrows KJ Osborne. And the Vikings will punt.
And it will be 3 out for the Vikings again.
Yeah, as soon as I said that, they actually did go right to a man coverage on the outside. But Eric Stone...
Dominic says, Jeff, it's time for you to be a Rams fan.
Top draft pick, 4.25 speed.
Matthew says, will we ever learn that up the middle is not exactly our strong suit?
What they have remaining of the receiver core here.
I get the coaches don't play, buddy. They call the plays, though. Here's the punt on 4th and 8. Bam! It's going to be returned. 30, 35, 40. Stiff arm 45, out of bounds, hit late, out of bounds. And that'll add another 15, and the Packers will be out about the 35. He did try to throw it longer than where the chains were at that time.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Minnesota, number 5. 15-yard penalty. First down, Green Bay. Timeout. So 3 and out for the Vikings, and the penalty, great field position for the Packers and Rodgers.
All right, headed to a commercial break. Listen, y'all, if I'm the Packers at this point, I probably think hard. If we get another score, I probably think hard about getting my playmakers out of this game. Cold weather is not friendly to hamstrings. Matthew says if they score, I'm out of here. Glenn says I don't have a team yet, but it's good to see the USFL coming back this spring. I agree. I did some USFL games here on the channel. I originally picked one of the teams. I can't remember which one I originally was going to go to, and then I hated them because they reminded me of the Vikings. So then I got behind the Houston team, and they were fun to root for. But I love some of the rules in the USFL. I love that after you score a touchdown, you can either get 1, 2, or 3 on the extra points. I think that's awesome. I also love their rule for kickoffs. What's up, Robert Galvin? What's up, buddy? Loggy Raider says, Glenn Human, may I interest you in the Las Vegas Raiders? Listen, if I was ever going to give up on the Vikes, and that's never going to happen, y'all, but if I was ever going to give up on them, I would be a Raider fan. I would definitely become a Raider fan. But it's never going to happen. I don't think they'll piss me off that bad ever. Oh, what's going on here?
23 quarterback rating when he's in a clean pocket as he's been all night tonight. and a 65 rating under pressure. So
Hey, TJ Gurn, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor will be proud.
to get some pressure, and because of the depletion up front, especially at that pass rusher position for the Minnesota Vikings.
Devin says he would become a Bears fan.
And they can't really afford to bring pressure because they can't hold up in man coverage on the back end.
Yeah, I think Harrison Smith's about done. Ball snapped. 1st and 10. Rodgers on a crosser. Incomplete. And Eric Kendrick's going to get called for pass interference.
Thought it was clean on Devontae Adams. Not the case, according to the official. Pass interference. Defense.
Hey, 7,400 on the subscriber count. Thank you so much, everybody.
First down.
So they have the double team out there, right? You've got Harrison Smith on the outside, and then you have Kendricks there, and that little reach around and hug is what got it done there. You feel a little bit where Kendrick's going, okay, no problem, guys. I'll cover him all the way over there, but that's the problem with the lack of
Congratulations, appreciate it.
pressure is that you end up with people in coverage way too long.
1st and 10 for the Packers from the 36. Thrown over the middle, caught by Lazard.
So bring it in as Xavier Woods was all over up to the 25. It's a gain of 9.
13:01 clock running in the 3rd quarter.
If you ask Matt LaFleur, he'd say, I really like him too.
Hey, appreciate it, Sheila. None of the subscriber counts happen without my moderators here, y'all. So I thank each and every one of you.
Now you've got a 6'5", 227-pound guy. So as we've heard before,
Soft coverage allowing easy yards. That's how we do it. 2nd and 1 up the middle. 1st down, Packers.
Inside with A.J. Dillon. He's got first down at the 22. Here's Catherine.
Well, Alan Lazard told me that he points to his first touchdown catch in 2019 as the moment when he really gained trust with Aaron Rodgers. He said, Aaron pulling me off the bench in that Monday night game against the Lions, knowing that I had dropped the pass before, he throws an absolute dime for me to be able to catch it. Ever since that moment, I got that confirmation from him. He said, now the two have a solid understanding of timing and spacing and what Rodgers is thinking, which has really allowed this pair to have success, Mike.
There's been a lot of players in that similar conversation.
Listen, as far as the Vikes personnel, you know, I think we're at the point where it's time to just shake it up. So Harrison Smith is not exempt. If we can get picks for him, I don't care.
The first time the Vikings really closed down the house on the Packers quarterback.
Well, how about that? Sheldon Richardson, who, God bless him, he's been bumped out to the outside to play in because they don't really have anybody else. Good inside move there against Josh Nijman, who is...
I think Harrison Smith has a shot at the Hall of Fame. But he's going to be one of those guys that has to wait. It won't be the first year because he doesn't have any success in the playoffs. Because his team doesn't have any success in the playoffs.
Turns on the power to the 15-yard line. You get 8 there, it'll be 3rd and short.
You know, when Aaron Rodgers can fake the ball, so they have 3 wide receivers out to the left, right? And the outside edge rusher has to try to get the ball down if you're going to throw it quickly out there. So that's 4 guys you're taking completely out of a run that's going in the opposite
Ricky,
direction.
he's not coming in, bro. 3rd and 2. Packers are in the red zone. Handoff going up the middle. 1st down, Packers.
On the first down, the scrum is stopped at the 11-yard line. Which I think is Godzilla.
I love the scrums, don't you? So here comes Runyon, and then right in behind him as the lead pusher is Josh Nijman. So they're going to come in behind, and you get the push, and then you just push your back right down the field, and there's your first down. I think more and more teams are getting sophisticated with the use of this because usually you get a stalemate, and if one offensive lineman plays add-on, the whole pile gets pushed.
Ball snapped, run up the middle. It's Dillon. Gain of about 7. Takes it to the 4. Packers threatening to score again.
250 yards or so, not a huge impact, but what an impact he's having this year.
I'll tell you the other guy who never gets enough.
Dave has a feeling that something big is about to happen.
Royce Newman, he is the rookie, but he's also the only guy that has been playing every single game. And yeah, he's made a few mistakes in there, but he really gives them a physical presence. Usually when he makes a mistake, it's sort of a mental, I haven't seen that loop before, whatever. But you let him go power.
2nd and 3, Rodgers under center. Dillon up the middle again. And they push the pile. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon's 4th of the year. And the Packers use power to extend the lead.
That's that big John Runyon with the lead block. Right here he is. And you're just going to see these guys because when you can mix this kind of power and get that kind of push.
So Collinsworth kind of on to something here, showing that when they run that play, they always send more linemen in behind the running back.
There's a reason this team is the #1 seed, and somebody, one of those warm weather teams, are going to have to come up here to chilly Green Bay and make a play.
It was funny there. Dillon reached out the right arm, the ball's in the left arm like he was swimming. Finish that stroke. Reach for the wall. Maybe broke the play.
You have to wonder how much is going to be enough tonight because you're sitting on gold this year. You're the Green Bay Packers, and you sort of have this thing a little bit in hand.
Extra point is up and good. 27-3 is your score.
If they close this out, they can rest that toe next week. 27-3 Green Bay.
We head to another commercial break. Dominic, I'm not going to answer the question again. I've answered it about 50 times. I'm not going to answer it again. $122 in the chat, y'all. Our first blowout all year, correct, Alien Cry? Loggy Raider says, I switched out the Cowboys defense for the Bears. That move may have won you a championship. Congrats. Yeah, I'm fine, dude. Devin nominates me as the head coach of the Vikings. Mr. Thor says I had to break out the Vikings scotch glasses for this one. Yep, always a Viking fan, win or lose. Cheesehead Nation says the Super Bowl is going to go through Green Bay. That's what it sounds like. Looks like it too. Can they seal the deal this year, though, Cheesehead Nation? That's the question. Can they seal the deal? Alien says, I'll do better than Zimmer. 125 in the chat. What time is it? 8:30. Cheesehead says Rodgers is on a mission. Tang Yang says I can call better plays than Zimmer and Clint Kubiak at this point. Matthew says, good night, guys. Knew it was going to be bad, but they suck. It's 8:30 here, buddy. All right, here we go. And Wangu unable to field the kick, and it'll be a touchback in the end zone.
Kirk Cousins, who is out tested positive for COVID-19 on Friday. 29 straight games with TD pass, longest active streak in the NFL. And since he's been with the Vikings, fourth most in your first 4 seasons with the team, that 121 touchdowns is the 5th most.
Jay says, I'm not leaving yet. I still have faith. I would think the Packers would think about getting Rodgers out of there, y'all. What if he got hurt? They've clinched everything now. I don't know. Mannion back to pass. Throws it on this side to Westbrook for a short gain.
Minimal game there. There's going to be a lot of unpacking with the Minnesota season here as it looks like it's going to end. And a lot is going to be a conversation about Kirk Cousins not being available here tonight.
Yeah, and there's no way to avoid that discussion at this point because you have to take it into consideration, especially as you move forward. Who knows what's going to happen?
Ball snap. Mannion back to pass. Throws it on a short one to Conklin on the right. Conklin puts on the brakes for a Minnesota Vikings first down. 8:50 clock running in the third quarter.
To the one point, Sean Mannion, the quarterback tonight, was on the COVID-19 list last week. He's vaccinated. So
she says, how dare you say he gets hurt? I said, what if he got hurt? That's what I said. I would take him out because they've already clinched everything. Why would you leave him in there? Run to Cook on the right side. Cook tackled for a loss and a flag, which is likely holding on the Vikings.
Holding, offense number 56.
Penalty declined. So we held, and Cook still got tackled for a 3-yard loss.
How this football season is going to be impacted by late news concerning COVID.
I do hate Rodgers, no lie.
People want me to make predictions all the time.
I do hate him.
Going to the Super Bowl. Like, you tell me who's playing, and I'll tell you who I think is going to win. Right. But there is so much uncertainty built into the rest of this season. It's impossible.
Second and
15. Mannion in the shotgun. Throwing it. Incomplete. Intended for Jefferson.
The coverage of Justin Jefferson. Still sitting on 3 catches.
Yeah, the timing of this, even when Kirk Cousins...
Oh, yeah. AB is done in the NFL, man. Nobody's ever letting him on the field again. All right, Rob. We'll see you next time, buddy. Rob, we'll see you next time, dude. Go watch the Lakers, man.
Remember, they didn't even have practice time this week. We've seen it very difficult for Jefferson there. He took a shot in the back.
3rd and 15. Mannion in the shotgun. Back to throw. Throws it short underneath to Conklin, and Conklin is going to be about 4 yards short of the first.
And 24, halfway point of the third.
4th and 4. Vikings probably going to go for it here. 7:45 clock running in the third quarter.
You take the check down, and ordinarily you go, okay, it's going to be 4th and 2 or 3. But in the NFL today, 4th and 2 or 3 around midfield, there's just like 3rd down used to be.
All right, Vikings 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Green Bay answers with 5 defensive backs. Mannion in the shotgun. Ball snapped. Mannion steps up, throws it behind Jefferson, incomplete. Nice throw, Mannion. All right, headed to a commercial break, y'all. 27-3 Packers is the score. All right, Devin, we'll see you, buddy. We'll see you, Devin. We'll be back next week for the Bears game, no doubt. Dave Allen says it's not looking good. $123 still in the house, y'all. Shelby says, my first time here, and I must say this is a great place to gather. Thank you. You're welcome, Shelby. Cheesehead Nation says, in 5 minutes, I'll be the only one left here. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Dominic's counting how many times I rubbed my head in frustration. Vic says the Vikings are a elite quarterback away from being contenders. I think we're a decent coach away from being contenders. Dave says at least he's not out there throwing interception. Viking Jerome says, wake me up, Valhalla, when the game's over. All right, let's get back to it. They're drilling holes in the snow in Green Bay.
And home insurance. By U.S. Bank, we'll get there together. And by Hyundai. You ever done ice fishing? What's the laughter? Is that a no? That's a hard one. That's Shadow Lake, about 35 miles northwest of Lambeau here.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Packers from just shy of midfield. Rodgers back to pass. Throws it. Takes a hit. Incomplete.
Leaked out. Rodgers couldn't get to it as he was pressured. Now Tomlinson got there.
Yeah, just a little pressure, right? We've been talking about it all night long. If Aaron Rodgers is great, obviously, but then he just saw Tomlinson coming and went, okay, let's just get rid of that. It is interesting to watch Aaron, though, at the line of scrimmage and the way that
You like the little ice houses?
You could almost
I had an uncle that had a resort in Lake of the Woods, Minnesota, and that was his busy time, was during the winter. They had a whole shit ton of those ice houses they would tow out onto the lake. First down, Packers.
Now watch Aaron Rodgers at the line of scrimmage, and he's just going to check you out. He's going to go all the way across the front here, and based on what he sees with that front, he knows what the secondary is going to do. And I asked Harrison Smith, has he ever taken advantage of you? Yeah.
Guys, they're going to let Zimmer finish out the season. Then they're going to let him retire.
Come here. I know you're coming down. I know you're coming up the line of scrimmage. So I just came on down. He knew what he was talking about.
I did see an announcer last week say that he thought that Zimmer would be offered a job by another team immediately. Perhaps even the Packers as a defensive coordinator.
Takes it inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, go up there with a couple of plays at the line of scrimmage, depending on what he sees, what he likes. There's the old tap of the helmet. You've seen
hey, $5 holla, Tang Yang. He says Mike Zimmer is awful. Look how the Ravens and Cowboys play with their backup quarterback. Zimmer couldn't coach his way out of the bathroom.
But he's got multiple plays that he can get to, depending on which defense.
2nd and 1 for Green Bay at the 27. Fakes the handoff. Peels to the right. Going to run for it. First down. Steps out of bounds. $120 in the house. Zimmer looking confused as usual.
Nothing to answer it here tonight. Green Bay's got command of this one.
Yeah, they try and send a little blitz, and then he runs, and it's just tough. I mean, it really is. I mean, you try to put together a team that can knock off.
Here, I'll put on my rally cap, y'all.
It's a long list of things that you have to
Ball snapped. Handoff to Dillon going right. Actually, this might have been Jones. Jones on the right side. Gains about 3 or 4.
Typical is that for quarterbacks? Just looking at the front first.
I think the veteran quarterbacks, that's sort of how they do it. And I think the younger quarterbacks look at the two safeties and see is it single.
4:39 clock running here in the third quarter.
That's step one.
2nd and 5 is the down and distance. Green Bay leading this one 27-3.
Based on that front, is that safety going to come down? Where's the ball?
Ron Dom says, I would like to thank the Minnesota Vikings for this gracious playoff berth. Go Birds. Rob's back says Lakers 57-54. Jones runs it to the left for a short gain. Going to make it 3rd and about 3. Dominic says 7 times Valhalla has rubbed his head in frustration. Head count. Hashtag head count. Loggy Raider says activate the big stick, Valhalla. Hey, $10 Valhalla holla to Dave Allen. $10 Valhalla holla. Thank you so much, Dave. Appreciate you. Johnny G checks in. Ram Nation. There's Dave's $10 super chat. Appreciate it. They're not going to put Mond in, y'all. Zimmer don't have it in him to put him in there. Oh, I agree. The Vikes are missing Cousins, no doubt.
Look at the coverage beforehand. See a safety right there. But I also know based on how they're blocking, how the defense is approaching it, exactly where the open receiver is going to be. Now,
head count bot, says Loggy Raider. All right, kick, field goal attempt, up and good. 30 burger. A little 30 burger. And a little Bruce Springsteen as we go to commercial. A little Bruce Springsteen as we go to commercial, ladies and gentlemen. COVID, Johnny G. Dennis says Zimmer will not go easy unless he's kicked it in the ass gone. He's gone. Drew says Viking fans do not deserve this. Zimmer needs to be fired. Mannion was awful and running Dalvin up the middle ain't working. Eric Malign, welcome to the Berzerkers. General Thor will be proud. Dominic says at least we're losing by 27. It's not going to be a last-second loss like the Lions. Rob says, if I could afford it, I would donate you $1,000 for this shit show. That's not necessary, buddy. You donate plenty already. I appreciate you. Loggy Raider says the Eagles are going to be one and done anyway. Better than none and done, says Eric. Ouch. Dave Allen says $5. Valhalla Holly says, I give up. I'll send you a little more on the way out. Appreciate you, Dave. Rusty Rooster Record says leave Zimmer in after the game. Tang says Zimmer doesn't believe he's on the hot seat. I think he knows. Y'all. Dominic says I would have gray hair looking as a Vikings fan. I have gray hair. Holla, holla, says King Yellowman. Here we go. Let's get back to this thriller.
Justice, we see Anthony Barr and some of the.
Are we in the fourth quarter yet?
Twin Cities are in the center of a lot of that conversation.
3:22 remaining in the third quarter.
Very vocal and very present as well. And the NFL taking this week the opportunity around the league to provide that inspire change message and keep it alive as they have over the last couple of years.
I think without a doubt today was the biggest day on the channel for individual donations, so I appreciate the support, y'all. I really appreciate the support.
Get a chance to meet them and discuss what's important to them.
Couldn't agree more. It doesn't get talked about enough. It really doesn't.
All right, and Wonga's going to bring this out. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Stopped at the 35, the rookie.
Well, you guys were talking about Anthony Barr. He is the Vikings Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. His Raise the Bar Foundation.
You're nuts, Rob. You're nuts. Hey, Valhalla, holla to Rob Parson for that $25 Australian super chat. I appreciate you, my friend. But yeah, huge day on the dono side. I appreciate each and every one of you. A full day of streaming. Started at 11 this morning. Took us through this Viking game. Mannion in the shotgun on a 1st and 10. Back to pass over the middle. Caught by Jefferson for a Minnesota Viking first down. 13 is the head count.
Here comes that dig route again. Look how quickly he makes that cut and is able to go across.
13 is the head count. Mannion back to pass. Batted down at the line. $5 Valhalla to Cheesehead Nation. He said, I was going to give you 5, but you get the Rogers rate from one cheesehead to a future one. We'll leave it light on for you. No way, bro. No way, but thank you so much. No way will I ever root for the Packers.
Nobody's had the first 2 seasons that young man right there has had. And you compare him to the greatest of the
All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 is the down and distance.
before we get to game 17. So
Ball back to pass, thrown to Cook on a screen, and he'll get nothing. I don't think Week 18 is going to be that meaningful, personally, but I guess we'll see. Cheesehead Nation says, come on, buddy, jump ship. Can't do it, bro. Hey, holla to Dave Allen for that $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Dave. That's enough, though. Stop. Appreciate it, though. Appreciate it, Dave. Listen, y'all, you can just join up as a member for like $4. Get us a 20. Mannion back to pass, thrown, caught by Jefferson. And he's going to dive for the first down on a 3rd and 11. It's going to be marked just short. Vikings obviously going to have to go for it here.
And they are. You talk about Jefferson,
Cheesehead Nation's going to send me a free Rogers jersey. We had a free Brett Favre jersey here one time in this house. I threw it in the fireplace. Mannion gets the first down for the Vikes.
We asked him about Justin Jefferson when he had to observe watching Jefferson's first.
Someone thought it would be funny to give my son a Brett Favre jersey on Christmas one year, and I threw it in the fireplace. No, Cook's not hurt. Hey, Nicholas. $5 Valhalla from Nicholas Ballou says, new beginning, Vikes born and raised, Vikings fan here, never been more happy to lose. Skull Vikings, love the Mosh jersey. Great call on season. Appreciate you, Nicholas.
Who played in the slot at LSU. And you didn't feel the speed that he's played in the NFL with. And
what the hell was that?
For me, because I didn't see it even in the position that
Ball snapped. Mannion throws it across the middle. Boom! Somebody got killed. Big man of the Vikes picks up the fumble, and he's running, bumbling, stumbling. Bradbury catches it on the deflection, but how is the Viking?
Stayed down after that
Mannion throws it over the middle. Conklin gets laid out by the Packers secondary. Bradbury picks it out of the air, immaculate reception style, and rumble, bumble, stumbles for a Vikings first down.
Right out there, and like you said, it's that similar area where Franco Harris caught it in the early 70s at Three Rivers and made the catch and went on for the touchdown.
Just a huge, clean, legal hit on the back end.
Yep, threw it in the fireplace. Now, they had bad luck way before that, Cheesehead. We've had bad luck way before that occurred.
Is another thing.
It's so good to see Conklin get up and walk off after that.
In this situation, what would I do? It's over, bro. I'd put the rookie in there and let's see what he's got.
He's a freaky athlete. He really is. You know, so much.
Immaculate deception in our case, huh?
You know, pulling out, cutting off linebackers, and he is one of the best I've ever seen do that in college. He was just a great player. The Remington Award winner at the center position. The only time he ever gets into trouble, we all have
11 seconds, clock running here in the third.
Big 340-pound nose tackle was right open.
Clock running down here into the third.
Ball snapped. Mannion over the middle. Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne.
Cheer their team getting on the board to make it 30-9. As
Yeah, lineman can advance the ball on a deflection like that, dude. It wasn't a fumble. He caught it in the air.
He certainly has the arm to get that done. Big high delivery. You can see why the Minnesota Vikings coaches really, they liked him.
All right, extra point attempt here by Joseph is up, and it's good. 10 points, y'all. Double digits for the Vikes. All right, we're headed to the fourth quarter, y'all. Headed to the fourth quarter. Packers 30, Vikings 10. What if they came back, y'all? What if they came back? Not going to happen, but what if they came back and won this game? What would happen to the Packers Nation then? Dominic says the happiest I've seen him this whole game. We can, though, says Dave Allen. Yeah, Mannion's first career touchdown pass right there, y'all. What if they came back? We got 15 minutes. 20 points. Conlon says, don't put it past him. Too many games coming down to the wire. That would be insane, dude. I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind. You guys would see me lose my mind in this stream if that shit happened. It would be like the game where Diggs caught that touchdown in the play to get us in the playoffs there. Dave says, I know I said I gave up, but I came back to watch some more. That's the Vikings for you, y'all. That's what the Vikings do to us. They bring us back little by little, and then they smack us right in the mouth. Tell us, get the hell out of here. The Minnesota Miracle. I went nuts on stream for that, y'all. We're out of this thing, Jimmy. If we lose, we are out of playoff contention. We're out anyway, I think. Bradley says it's 2022. Crazy stuff happens all the time.
It's just like, it wasn't like he was even telling a joke, And you gotta wonder, where the lips have been, Are they designated just for sauerkraut? I don't know.
All right, Vikings to kick it away here. We are in the fourth quarter. A bouncer going to be fielded at the 15. Run up the middle. St. Brown down.
Past the 30-yard line. So here's the story in the NFC. Packers are a quarter.
All right, so they have now taken the Vikings off the little picture here for the playoffs.
The Super Bowl will come through here in the NFC. The Rams in the 2 spot, Tampa in the 3, and the loss puts Dallas in the 4.
Oh, there we go. We're still in the hunt.
With a win by Green Bay here. And New Orleans stays alive at 8-8. The Vikings eliminated if they don't find a way to come back from down 20 here in the 4th.
Yeah, Vikings scored a touchdown just now, Rob. Fake handoff. Rodgers looking, throws it out of the backfield to Dillon, who gets a Packers first down.
The thing is that I can't help but think about if the Dallas Cowboys is that 4 seed, happen to win their first wild card round action, 4 seed Dallas Cowboys coming to Lambeau with everything that would mean with McCarthy and the history of that game and all the different frozen tundra traditions.
115 still in the chat.
Ice Bowl, of course, you'll see that 1,000 times. Go back to 1967. That famous game.
Packers at the 41-yard line. Handoff to Dillon going right. Nice pickup of about 8.
That was the year where Packers are holding playoffs. It's over. They're going to win. They didn't lose a game, right?
I did hear about that. Someone brought it up in the stream, Tang. I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
500 here. Just a game over.
Philly's going to get worked by L.A.
Season home losses in that stretch over the last 19 seasons. And they were the number 1 seed a couple of those times, including last year.
Well, you do too much ice fishing.
2nd and 1. Rodgers in the shotgun. Handoff to Dillon up the middle. First down, Packers. Just past midfield.
The neighborhoods around here, you saw the aerial shot before. It made me think.
Dominic says, I'd like to say the Lions is what killed your playoff chances. I think that was a huge game as far as just the overall vibe for the season. But the defense giving up scores late in first halves and at the end of games is what killed this season. Vikings have lost, I don't know how many games by less than a touchdown.
Then you just drive down the road in this cute little town, and there's Lambeau.
All right, Rodgers back to pass on a 1st and 10. Throws it out of the backfield, incomplete.
The other tight end, named Daphne, and seen a target get tonight. It's so unique.
2nd and 10.
Over the years, the ownership, the stock sale, another stock sale that's been going on.
True, Kerm, true.
The community ownership, all that stuff. Sometimes not having an owner hinders some of the things the franchise does. Spending free agent money, resolving the issues with Aaron Rodgers that bubbled up in the offseason, probably taken care of more directly if you had one of those owner types with a big personality to not let anything fester.
2nd and 10. Rodgers in the shotgun. Ball snap, thrown to the right side, caught by St. Brown, who takes it for a Packers first down. 12:30, clock running in the fourth quarter.
There's Aaron Rodgers, and we're talking about the toe and all the different things, but the accuracy of the
Yeah, the 49ers winning helped the Eagles a lot too, but the Eagles winning helped the Eagles.
Maybe not, but I really
Lakers currently winning 61-59.
Nathaniel Hackett, some of the coaches that he works directly with, he is so much
fighting to stay above that 100 number in the chat, y'all.
Up for the Jacksonville job, one of the candidates down there as well. But the discipline of the way that he
12-11, clock running, 1st and 10 for the Packers at the 33-yard line. Vikings showing blitz, but they throw it to Adams on the near side. Adams gets 6 yards before stepping out of bounds.
And the first down gain about 5.
Because I really thought Aaron, for a year or two there, got a little too cute. You know what I mean? He was one of
Packers fans all hyped about something. I'm not sure what. I mean the crowd at Lambeau.
It is delivering the ball, the accuracy.
Someone probably won the 50-50 raffle. 26 of 35 is Rodgers, 272 and 2. Vikings showing blitz here from the linebacker position. Barr. Rodgers calls timeout.
Takes timeout before the delay game there. So we'll step out. To the left of the Packers up 20.
Headed to another commercial break. I'll actually keep track of the timeouts in the second half here. Dominic says, does this mean we're only getting one more week of Valhalla? I'll be doing some of the other playoff games, y'all. I'll do every week. I'll pick a couple games, I'm sure. And then obviously the Dodgers, the bread and butter of the channel, will be starting up hopefully pretty soon. But we'll definitely do the Bears game next week as well. I'm sadistic. I'm a glutton for punishment. iQuantum says Zimmer should just pull an Antonio Brown and walk out shirtless, waving to the crowd while he walks down the tunnel smiling. Listen, your life could be worse than Mike Zimmer, y'all. Even if he gets fired, your life could be worse. The guy has a beautiful ranch. He's dating a Maxim model. And he's 80 years old. So it could be worse, y'all. And he's rich. Yeah, Beantown and I still game a little bit. $110 in the chat, y'all. How the hell did we score? An immaculate reception by one of the linemen got us close, and then we had a throw for a touchdown.
Mr. Outside.
All right, back to it.
Yes, sir. Well, we certainly have plenty of it because these two backs, Aaron Jones, will start with Mr. Outside. His ability to get down the field and explode around the edge. And then about the time you start playing that, you get the scrums coming. The big A.J. Dillon, 250 pounds a man, coming right at you. And, oh, yeah, by the way, you've got Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, a lot to cover if you're going to beat the number 1 seed and keep the Green Bay Packers out of the Super Bowl this year.
6 yards per rush for the Packers.
Alien Christ says, damn, I leave, they score. Be right back. I'm walking my goldfish.
Touchdown so far.
Ball snap. Rodgers throws it to Dillon on this side, who takes it for another Packers first down, forced out of bounds at about the 17, I believe.
Family night here in Green Bay is always fun because you get a chance to see Aaron Rodgers. And these are some nice, cute little throws into the net.
Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers.
50 yards down the field. And that's like, look at him.
In the rain, too.
I can't miss. I can't miss.
Well, we've been out to Packers practice over the years and watched
Gurgle, gurgle.
Working on that.
Yeah, I think that guy from Dallas wouldn't be too bad. More.
Pretty good job with it. Second time in this drive, Chris Boyd, the corner who started for Cameron Dantzler tonight, is coming out of the lineup.
Yeah, I made a little joke the other day with Matt LaFleur about Aaron Rodgers leaving, and he found no humor in it whatsoever. And I think that they...
First and 10 for the Packers. They're in the red zone at the 19. Ball snap. Vikings rushing 4. It's caught on the outside there. Another gain of 7.
1-point game here, 10:44 to go. And
yeah, it's all of the announcers with Rodgers.
Fantasy football. It's the end of the fantasy football season. But to these guys, it's just...
Bradley says, Valhalla, you should have to drink every time they say Aaron Rodgers. I'd have been laid out in the first quarter, y'all.
General manager of these Green Bay Packers, that's what you were talking about with Rodgers. He mentioned them and Russ Ball by name last week when talking about the totality of the experience.
Second and 3, 10-17, clock running here in the fourth quarter. He who shall not be named throws it to Adams out of the backfield, and Adams is tackled about 3 yards short of the first.
Yeah, the one thing that we talked to Aaron about and that he brought up to us is that, hey, it wasn't all their fault. Communication's a two-way thing. I could have done a better job going out and asking them questions or asked to get involved in the draft or whatever the case may have been. And so that also is...
All right, 3rd and 3 is the down and distance. He who shall not be named is in the shotgun. 9:35, clock running in the fourth. Ball snapped. Rodgers runs for the first down. 1st and goal for the Packers.
You know, it's a 20-point lead, and so you have to continue to play, right? We've seen crazier things with 9 minutes to go. But all of Green Bay, while they're chanting MVP, also had to have a little bit of that breath taken away when he took off like that.
That's a good one.
$45 million, yabba dabba doo.
Taken here by the Vikings. They were trying to get sorted on defense. The MVP conversation.
All right, I think Minnesota took a timeout.
4 interceptions. There's stuff to go with the numbers, obviously, for every candidate. Brady getting close to 5,000 yards now on the season. 40 touchdowns, including the late one to beat the Jets at MetLife today. And Cooper Kupp's likely going to go for the Triple Crown. Lead in receptions and receiving yards, receiving TDs. And Jonathan Taylor, I know the Colts lost to the Raiders today, but what a season he has had, leading the NFL in all the rushing categories.
And you know what's interesting for me is that Aaron Rodgers played that Saints defense on opening day.
Oh, yeah.
It was horrible.
Yep.
2 of his 4 interceptions thrown that day. It was just a terrible thing. Terrible quarterback rating, the whole thing.
1st and goal for the Packers. 8:46 remaining in the fourth quarter.
But it was late in the season, and all of a sudden now it's a
Rodgers in the shotgun. Handoff to Dillon going up the middle. Dillon powers his way through the defense and in for a touchdown. Lambeau leap.
I just do. I like watching the big guys inside. John Runyon over on right there is just going to start the push going forward. And the push never does anything but go down the field towards the goal line. Watch the push.
All right, extra point is up. And it's good. 37-10.
A.J. Dillon added to that push. There's the push, Chris. And Dillon finishes it off. And the Packers closed in on the number 1 seed.
No comeback? I don't know what you said, Bradley. Yeah, they need to get him out of there. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, it's pretty much over. We still got 106 in the house. Jerry says Zimmer is absolutely a goner. They're going to let him coach next week, y'all. Dominic says Jim Caldwell, you guys would love him. No. They better not bring us a recycled piece of shit. I want one of these young offensive minds, like the guy the Packers got. Oh, we'll probably beat the Bears, Alien Cry. We'll probably smoke them. Leslie Frazier? Are you nuts, Billy Long? Watch them promote Andre Patterson. Yeah, we're going to probably have to stick with Cousins next year, Jerry. I agree.
It was over in Pyeongchang, finished 5th in mogul skiing in the 2018 Winter Olympics. Here enjoying a night in Green Bay, was cheered by the crowd when introduced a short time ago as we get set for the 2022 Winter Games. Get past midnight, be exactly 1 month away from our first
Hey, you can't blame Kirk's contract. I mean, they extended him last year. That's why he's due $45 million.
through week 1 of the Olympics.
They extended him just last year.
In Los Angeles, 6 weeks from tonight. We want to get there in the NFC. It's going to
I like Moore. I don't like either Peterson or Leftwich personally, but I'd be good with that guy Brady that the Jaguars let loose.
So Mike Zimmer in year 8, he replaced Leslie Frazier as the coach of the Vikings. Had a good
Jorge says that did it.
So when he took the job, you think back to his days with the Dallas Cowboys and Bill Parcells and the advice of being a head coach. Your best friends are going to disappoint you. 4 or 5 things every day happen. Wish wouldn't happen. Got to handle it to keep this job. And then, Chris, I'm thinking about number 3 for Mike Zimmer right now. It's lonely. This is one of those times when it's really lonely to be a head coach. And his new quarterback in Kellen Mond, the rookie, the 3rd-round pick out of Texas A&M, inactive the first 14 games, making his NFL debut.
All right, Mond is in this game. Gives it to Madison. Madison takes it to the 25, I believe.
Yeah, you know, the whole game starts now, right? What are they going to do? People always want to talk about changes and everything that's going to
The rookie Mond is in at quarterback.
You can hire a new coach. You're not going to hire a better coach. But the NFL is a funny place to work.
Mond throws it. Caught by Madison, and it'll be tackled for a loss.
No game there. The Vikings will miss the playoffs in back-to-back seasons for the first time under Zimmer. The 3rd time in 4 years since that Minneapolis Miracle season where they made the NFC Championship game. They'll miss. The team has
7:49 clock running. Zimmer's 8th season, 71-51 record. 2 for 3 in the postseason. 2 and 3 in the postseason. 3rd and 5, Mond in the shotgun. The rookie Ngakwe to his left. Mond almost throws a pick.
Third-round kick. He's 3 down.
And Chris Barnes had a walk-in backwards touchdown on his. This is rough right here. He's going to come over there.
This kid Mond, I said this in the preseason when I saw him, and I'll say it again right now.
It is interesting though for me.
He does not look confident to me at all.
As we learned from the 5 quarterbacks that got all the attention in the draft.
Vikings to punt, punts away.
To get to where Aaron Rodgers is.
A lot of folks in Minneapolis wanted to see Mond here tonight. He seems a long way to go in his development. David Moore caught it. He's tackled at the 14-yard line. 7:18 to go.
14, says Dominic on the head count. Let me start cleaning up in here. Let me start cleaning up my mess so I get the hell out of here. Boom, 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 boom. Man, 37-10. That's about what I figured it would be. That's about what I figured it would be, y'all. Rob says it's over. Not quite. Not quite. It feels over. It feels over. All right, TV1 off. Actually, TV2. Gerardo checks in, says, "What's up, Valhalla? How about them Raiders?" Alien Cry says, "Go Bills all the way." All right, still in a commercial break, y'all. Still in a commercial break. We'll be back next week for Vikings versus Bears. Hey, Valhalla, holla to Rob Parson for another $25 super chat. Another wasted season. Sorry, Valhalla. Just know I'm a Viking because of you. I should probably be paying you, Rob. I should be paying you for this torture.
Who have not been a part of it the last few weeks. The top core injury and surgery. The rookie Josh Myers, David Bakhtiari hurt his ACL.
All right, see you next week, Billy. Raiders, says Loggy Raider.
And Zadarius Smith, Chris mentioned earlier. The question is, will the Packers get all, some, or any of those five back? They've got a couple of weeks between now and their next meaningful game as Jordan Love.
All right, Jordan Love checks into the game for the Packers. 7:18 remaining in the fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle. Patrick Taylor, another running back.
There's Randall Cobb, and when you ask Aaron Rodgers, what was the number one reason that you were happy with what unfolded this season? So the return of my best friend. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah, it was just cool. And they did. They had a great combination going. Now he's on IR.
First and 10 for the Packers from the 25. Love hands it off. Vikings defense there to tackle him, but he misses the tackle.
Turns it into a game just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, Roger said it's getting Randall back, his family, everybody.
Yeah, maybe on Warzone there, buddy.
He's going to come out for one snap to start this drive, hand it off, and then get the big ovation to kind of cap off.
Always next year, huh? Jennifer says, "Skull. Some bitches keep on losing."
Ticket plays next week in Detroit. All right, so we'll probably end the season with
2nd and 6. Love under center. Short gain, a run on the right side.
For whatever their record is, they play a nasty brand of football. They really do. They're a physical bunch of football players over there, but I think you take your chances with their
KO Dude says, "Man, Vikings had a good season. Really not a good coach. Offense chokes too much. Way too many bad kickers." Yeah. Fluffy says, "Damn, we sucked." Rob says, "That's the last of the money till my next payday." Appreciate it, Rob. You meant no offense? No offense taken. First down, Packers. Lazard on the right side. Clock will keep running. 5:08. Clock running in the fourth quarter here.
Well, don't you think Aaron Rodgers took a little from Brett Favre too. Yeah, and so how can you not, right? You watch Aaron Rodgers play this game every single day. And
Dennis says neither the Bears nor the Vikings have any incentive to win from a draft pick spot reward. Fluffy turned the game off at halftime. Quitter. Quitter, Fluffy. Rodgers throws it on the near side here. Caught. Wow. I don't know who any of these guys are the Packers are playing right now. Winfrey.
It's just so easy to see, right? You see, that time it was Harrison Smith. He took a little.
But they're moving downfield just as fast as the other Packers did.
Okay, I'm not handing it off. He has leverage. I'm throwing it out.
Lakers now losing 78-80. I'll switch this to that game here when it ends. Is it on TV? Is the Lakers game on regular TV?
And in all likelihood, you'll get a chance to see him do that again next week and get a couple of starts. And look,
94 still in the house as this one runs out. Glenn says, go Lakers.
I mean, there are times that you just don't know what's going to happen, right? And you have to, maybe as much as anything, Jordan Love has to gain the confidence of that offense so that when
you just saw the score, got you.
Comes in the game and there's 2 minutes to go and you have to drive the length of the field for a game-winning touchdown because somebody stepped on Aaron's toe. They have to believe, and if they don't,
2nd and 10 from midfield. Love back to pass, throws it left side, incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Memories of baseball. One of the players in that was Dan Reeves. It was sad to hear on New Year's Day the passing of 77-year-old Dan Reeves.
Patriot says, thanks, Valhalla. I really appreciate the channel. I appreciate you, dude. And again, thank you for all the super chats and super stickers today, y'all. That's been insane. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate the support. Our biggest day, without a doubt, on the super chat side. Ball snap. Vikings blitzing. Love steps up. Going to run for the first down. I think he's going to be shy, but we'll see where they mark it. I don't think Rodgers is going anywhere, Loggy Raider. He already said it at the half, Jerry Tucker. He said at the half they needed to get Cook more carries.
This young man, he is going to be the guy that certainly is going to be able to do some work with his legs. And there's just
the super chats and super stickers are a big deal on this channel because if you notice, I never turn on the commercials. I never turn on the commercials for the channel. Handoff to the right.
Wasn't in there, couldn't make the tackle. Patrick Taylor is a yard. He alluded to it. Aaron Rodgers sat 3 years. I remember sitting in this booth Monday night 2008. Rodgers made his first start, replacing Brett Favre.
Ben says, sorry about whooping your ass, man. We needed to win. Well, there you go.
Rodgers won that game, and 13 years later, he's still rolling, right? Well, Jordan loves him.
Anyone else collecting these little football guys? Stupid. They're crazy expensive.
It's not the biggest topic, but he did bring it up on Pat McAfee's.
But I got a few of them.
Weekly visit with Pat this week. But Love is here, and they're figuring it out. We'll see what his
They look cool on my computer. Packers run it to the right here. 2:02. Down he goes. And we're mercifully at the 2-minute warning.
The 2-minute warning. So it gives us a second to just check some of the headlines from this week in the NFL. Buffalo won, ending Atlanta's season.
Zach says Rodgers does the same thing every season. He chokes in the playoffs, talks about leaving Green Bay or retiring in the offseason, then ends up back in Green Bay week 1.
As a receiver, Mike Dick, the only one in his rookie season. Jamar Chase and the Bengals 260.
Glenn says, I'm thinking Rodgers will retire if he wins the Super Bowl this year. Packers will throw a lot of money his way to stay if he does win the bowl. I don't think he'll retire, but
40th touchdown pass, the one
if he were to retire, I think the winning a Super Bowl betters the chances.
in his career. So we have the schedule.
What's up, SD Gaming?
We just have a reminder of the schedule for Saturday and Sunday. The two games on ABC and ESPN, 4:30 Eastern and then 8:15 Eastern. And then both CBS and Fox Love doubleheaders at 1 and 4:25 Eastern on Sunday. And Chris, you, Al, and Michelle will have the final game of the season on Sunday Night Football at 8.
So I guess the entire Week 18 schedule is a flex schedule where the NFL decides what they're going to do. So the Vikings will probably be playing on Sunday at their regular time.
The 7 playoff spots in each.
Yes, he did, Jerry. He sure did. He sure did. That's what they told the sideline reporter.
It's only one team at the bye. I think it creates intrigue, especially because winning on the road this year.
That's what the telecast said anyway.
Don't forget that road teams winning 500 or 50% of the games. You can win anywhere. Anybody can go anywhere on the road and win. The only team to be undefeated at home this year, these guys, Packers.
Yeah, he did. How many times did Brett Favre retire before he finally retired? He'd say, I'm not going to training camp. I'll figure it out right after that. Ball snapped to Love on a 3rd and 10. Incomplete. Incomplete.
Teams that were sub 500 were still relevant coming down the stretch here.
4th and 10.
As we've seen throughout the course of the season, you just don't know when a team is going to hit a patch, whether it's COVID or anything else, where things go poorly. But if you're playing the best at the end of the year, you'd like to see them in the playoffs.
Look, Miami opens with a terrible start, wins 7 in a row, gets back in it. You think, hey, maybe they go to Nashville today. If they can win, they'll have a chance to play the Patriots. Maybe they can win the division, and then they lose and they're out. They're done, just like that.
All right, Packers going to punt on a 4th and 10. Punts away.
Punts it away.
It's going to bounce into the end zone.
19 to hit. Vikings will take over 21-49 to go. So here are the numbers. Home team in the regular season last year and this year. Fans come back, it'll change. Right now,
Jump around. Jump up, and get down.
As opposed to 1 under 500 for the home teams. But we're not in Madison, but they're going to jump around here.
7406 is the subscriber count. 7406.
We should have done this before the opening on camera. Neither one of us could talk. Now, we shouldn't have done that.
No.
All right, 149 remaining. Vikings with 2 timeouts. Mannion in the shotgun. Mannion back in at quarterback. What?
Pass is incomplete. We have a flag, and we have a reminder that they have a post-game
flag on the play.
We'll interview the star of the game. Chris and I will take a peek at the playoff picture. And down to the final 16
Glenn says, I live in Vikings country, and one thing you can never question is their loyalty to the Vikes. All right, defensive pass interference, I believe. Flag on the play. 15-yard penalty, 1st and down for the Vikes. Yep, Mannion is back in at quarterback, y'all. I'm not sure what the hell that was. Ball snapped, faked the handoff. They give it to Jefferson on the right side here, who turns, runs upfield, gains about 7.
His 6th catch, 58 yards. So 42-year-old Matt LaFleur is going to be 39-9, and that's apples to apples, 48 games to 48 games, one better than George Seifert. For the
2nd and 3. Mannion gets a snap, going to throw it on the right side, incomplete, intended for Jefferson.
Incomplete. And the Packers are going to get win number 13.
Tony P checks in and says that's a clean-ass Moss jersey.
For the 3rd consecutive season. That a first as well.
Being in leadership positions is really about.
What's up, Tony P?
Right? First and foremost, there's no question that's what it is. And Matt LaFleur has
3rd and 3, 1:15 remaining in the game. Vikings 2 timeouts, down 37-10.
Don't think I'm pushing him around. I because this is, this guy pushes back hard, and he does that with his coaches and the players, but he also understands a little.
Ball snapped. Mannion going for it on the left side, intended for Osborne, who makes a one-handed catch, and it will be pass interference. First down.
Playing through the flags, make the catch.
KJ Osborne, a pleasant surprise for the Vikes.
Number 24. Penalties decline. Result of the play. First down.
First down, Vikes.
See the way you look that ball all the way in? It's really hard to do that.
Straight shooter says, Valhalla, please pick our next head coach. I wish they'd let me pick him. I'm telling you, I would probably hire that guy Brady that the Jaguars fired. I like that guy Brady that the Jaguars let go of. Incomplete over the middle of the field. 2nd and 10. All right, I turned off the space heater, y'all. Hopefully I don't freeze to death out here.
It's the home finale of 7 seasons.
I don't have a clue, Tony. I really don't know who the Super Bowl favorite is. I think it is wide open. All right, Rob, we'll see you, buddy. We'll see you next week, Rob. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate all the super chats and stuff, man. You didn't have to do that. Mond played for 1 series, Alien, and then they put Mannion back in. Ball snapped. Thrown short here to Madison, who's thrown down disrespectfully.
I don't want this micro analysis of inbounds, catch, no catch. But we hit the play clock to 0, and then we wait for
43 seconds, clock running. Mannion in the shotgun on a 3rd and 9. Ball snapped. Back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Madison. Would have been 4 yards short of the first.
Sidecar with his Green Bay win is congratulations to Philadelphia as the Eagles will clinch a playoff berth.
32 seconds. Clock stopped here in the 4th quarter.
You want to take a shot at this, Mr. Trivia?
Well, you know what? You can save it to the postgame when it's planned.
That's what I was going to do all along.
Okay, it's a professional tease. It's well done.
Yep, exactly. He didn't look very confident when he was in there to me, y'all. 4th and 9. I don't know what they're chanting in Green Bay. Mon going for it all. Center of the field. Incomplete.
And the Packers will take over and take a knee and take the number 1 seed.
It is all in front of the Green Bay Packers right now. It is just sitting on a platter.
Straight shooters picking the Rams at home to win the Super Bowl.
2 tickets.
I don't know, dude. The Rams sure struggled today, I thought.
It's all right there.
They're 2 high-priced tickets, though.
2 high-priced tickets for sure.
You may talk about the Cowboys coming in here, and then Tom Brady.
Every week it seems still, to this point, that there's somebody else that you think might not be beatable. All right. Love takes a knee. And this game is final.
It's on their turf. The Green Bay Packers, number 1 seed.
Vikings lose. Vikings lose. Vikings lose. And they're eliminated from playoff competition.
Minnesota Vikings, back-to-back season. Out of the play. Avid postgame is coming up, but first these messages from your NBC station.
Well, the Bills haven't looked good all year, though.
All these people attacked because of what they look
Loggy
like.
Raider says if the Raiders in, watch out.
Really slow.
It's just another year, Dominic.
I'm Dr. Ryan.
It's just another year.
We're Tucson natives who've just opened our family-friendly dental practice.
Alien says Bills all the way, watch. I'm telling y'all, there's something about Joey Burrow in Cincinnati, y'all. There's something about Joe Burrow in Cincinnati.
2022 Subaru
He got hurt late in the game, but if he's okay, watch out for them Bengals.
33 miles per gallon. A 260 horsepower turbocharged engine, advanced technology, and an extra large touchscreen. The 2020.
I'm going to turn that shit off. Jorge Gomez says Cowboys in the Super Bowl. See, I was high on the Cowboys going into this week, and they absolutely shit the bed today. I have no idea. Y'all. Matthew says Zim's going to take the RV back to the ranch. I'm telling y'all, I think it's wide open. Absolutely wide open. The teams that are making it. And you got to remember, too, it could change on a dime. It could literally change on a dime. You could have a team that's rolling along and they lose 3 of their star players to COVID. Ducks, y'all. I keep hearing them fly through here. Them damn ducks, y'all. Them damn ducks. Let me start turning off some lights. Turn out the lights. The party's over. All good things must come to an end. Stream lights off, y'all. Stream lights are off. Yeah, brutal year for the Vikes here. Going to be under 500 no matter what, huh? All right, y'all. We still got 75 up in here. Loggy Raider says good night, Valhalla. All right, y'all. I'm going to cut this thing off. I got to work in the morning. All right, y'all. So Vikings lose this one 37-10. A full day of streaming here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Unbelievable day on the Super Chat and Super Sticker side. So I thank each and every one of you for that. Thanks to my mods for being here all day. But we'll be back next week for Vikings Bears to close out the season for the Vikings. Yep, have a good week. We'll see if I do anything during the week. See if there's a Kings game on or Laker game or something. But all right, everybody. Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air. Good night, everybody. Have a great week. We're into 2022, y'all. 2022. Let's make it a good one. Be nice to your neighbor. Don't be a jerk to people you run in on the street. But good night, everybody.